Live from KSAT 12. Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
The investigation continues in Uvalde this morning. New information regarding law enforcement's response to the shooting at Robb Elementary.
And San Antonio police are looking for 2 drivers involved in 2 separate crashes on the west side, but they're still looking for the people involved. We have a live report.
And speaking of live, let's take a live look out at the Alamo City in the 70s to start your weekend. What is the rest of the day? What does the rest of the weekend look like? We're going to check in with Sarah Spivey in just a few moments. But for now, good morning. 6 o'clock this Saturday. It is June 18th. Thank you so much for starting your weekend with us.
Happy Saturday.
Happy Saturday. Happy weekend. If you're up this early with us, thank you. How did you spend your pseudo weekend?
For the most part inside.
Okay.
I think I want to become, I was thinking about this morning. I was like, I want to be a mall walker. And like the mall, people who do the mall walking, you guys have it right. Like they get up early, they walk, it's not crowded, no one's bothering them, and they're in the AC, no mosquitoes. I want to join the
You want to be a mall walker?
I want to be a mall walker.
Okay.
It's
awesome.
Are you going to join her
Sarah,
goals?
can we go mall walking together?
We can. Let's go mall walking.
Love that.
Like in the 90s. Let's do it. Hey, temperatures today are going to be hot, guys, but we may just miss that 100-degree mark on a technicality.
Okay.
But hey, it's still going to be hot. Temperatures out there right now, we are in the 70s. It's 75 in San Antonio, 75 at Kelly Field, 75 at Stinson, and 75 in Converse. We are looking at some clouds out there early this morning, but it's going to be a mostly sunny day. Temperatures are going to climb to 99 in San Antonio. See? Just shy of that triple-digit mark. 100 in Hondo, 101 Del Rio, 100 in Uvalde, 101 in Pleasanton, 99 in New Braunfels, and 97 in Kerrville. Holiday weekend this weekend, Father's Day weekend, as well as Juneteenth tomorrow. Temperatures are going to be closer to 100 degrees tomorrow. Still, all in all, a very hot summer-like weekend with, unfortunately, no significant chances for rain. Coming up, I'm going to tell you how long it's been since we've seen any good rain in San Antonio and what our rain forecast looks like in the coming days. Sarah and Max.
Thank you, Sarah. Also new this morning, gunfire heard in the distance ends up leaving one man with a gunshot wound to his hand. This happened on South Zarzamora Street near Cervallo Street on the west side. Police say the 42-year-old man was hanging outside with some other people when they heard gunshots. He told officers seconds later he felt pain in his hand. He had been shot. He was taken to University Hospital in good condition. Police say they don't have any suspects or witnesses.
New this morning, San Antonio police searching for the drivers involved in a crash.
Our Jonathan Cotto joins us live. Good morning, Jonathan. What can you tell us about this incident?
Good morning, Sarah. I'm located here on the city's south side. I can tell you we know San Antonio police were called out around 2:45 here to the 100 block of Bynum. They tell us a motorcyclist crashed into a curb, wrecked out, and then a car that was driving behind him veered off the road to avoid hitting that motorcycle. But let me show you where he veered off to. Right here, you can see the tire marks where the car kind of just drove into this business parking lot here on the 100 block of Bynum, crashed through this fence, and ended up crashing into this detached garage on this private property. Now you can see there in the distance how close that garage is to this home. So right now it's unclear if those homeowners were inside of their house at the time of this crash, but the individual driving this car had to then back out of this scene and he fled. Right now, San Antonio police are telling us they are looking for both that motorcycle driver and the driver of this car. Reporting live from the city's southwest side, Jonathan Cotto, KSAT 12 News.
Well, there's new information this morning in regards to a New York Times investigation into the deadly shooting at Robb Elementary. The reporter says he spoke with an officer who was at the scene who says he passed up a chance to shoot the gunman.
So this is a New York Times reporter, and they go on to say that the officer could have taken the shot before the gunman entered the school.
But what it turns out happened outside the school before the gunman even went in was that one of the Uvalde police officers who arrived within minutes at the scene actually had a opportunity to take a shot at this gunman. And what he told a deputy sheriff from a neighboring county who I spoke to was that they were under fire at that time, and he passed up the opportunity to take that shot because he feared that that shot might go awry and hit one of the children that he said he could see behind the gunman. And so in that split-second moment where he made that decision and hesitated, the gunman went inside the school.
It's important to note next week, members of the Uvalde Police Department, they're set to testify for the Texas House Committee investigating the shooting. Still unclear, though, if the police chief will be part of this hearing. CNN is reporting that Uvalde police officer Ruby Gonzalez testified, but she did not elaborate on what she told the committee as she was leaving the hearing just yesterday.
Well, as details are slowly coming to light regarding this investigation into the shooting at Uvalde Consolidated ISD superintendent is trying to keep his students and their parents informed as to what is happening within the district. So during a taped message released online and on social media, Dr. Hal Harrell let the community know that the owner of the Las Vegas Raiders, Mark Davis, donated $1 million to Uvalde to help the district increase security at the school. Harrell says they will initially focus on door cameras and fencing. This comes as representatives from Texas School Safety Center were in Uvalde conducting an audit.
And speaking of the superintendent, they also announced the Uvalde High School will host a graduation ceremony next Friday. It will be held at the Honey Bowl Stadium. Now, Harold, the superintendent, says he understands that students and parents are cautious and says that the district is working with local and state law enforcement. There's going to be an increased presence at the ceremony. In addition, he says student participation will be optional, and those seniors who decide not to take part in the ceremony, they can make arrangements to simply pick up their diplomas.
With a number of mass shootings happening across the country, you may have wondered how you would have personally handled an active shooter situation. One local law enforcement agency is offering a class to help you be prepared. That's the Schertz Police Department. They're going to hold a class next week. It will also explain how you can help someone who's suffering from a bullet wound. That session takes place June 25th from 9 a.m. to noon. That's next Saturday. If you would want to register, you just log on to bleedingcontrol.org or call Schertz EMS at 210-619-1410.
Now to the latest in the pandemic, the FDA authorizing Moderna and Pfizer vaccines for emergency use authorization for children as young as 5 and actually going as young as 6 months old.
It comes as the U.S. continues to report more than 100,000 new cases per day. All states across the country have pre-ordered these doses, except for Florida, rejecting federal guidance, raising questions on how parents there will get their young children vaccinated. Here's ABC's Karina Mitchell.
Millions of doses of the COVID vaccine for the youngest children in America now on its way to pediatricians and pharmacies around the country, with Pfizer saying it plans to ship 2.5 million doses by the end of the month. It comes just hours after the FDA officially gave its emergency authorization.
Parents, caregivers, and healthcare providers can trust that both of these vaccines have been authorized with science and safety at the forefront of our minds.
The CDC is expected to give their final approval today, signaling the green light for children under 5 and as young as 6 months to roll up their sleeves as soon as next week. Most states require the governor or public health commissioner to sign off on vaccine recommendations, which could cause a small delay. Florida is the only state that didn't pre-order the shots. Governor Ron DeSantis says he doesn't support giving the COVID vaccine to healthy children under the age of 17.
Doctors can get it, hospitals can get it, but there's not going to be any state programs that are going to be trying to, get COVID jabs to infants and toddlers.
It's infuriating. It's making it very difficult for parents that do want to get their children that are under 5 vaccinated.
In Illinois, Claire Barnes says she's going to bring her 4-year-old daughter, Maya, to get the jab as soon as she can.
No hesitancy for the vaccine. I guess my question would be if there's 2 available, which one we would get.
Karina Mitchell, ABC News, New York.
Time now, 6:09, 74 degrees out.
All right, still ahead, talking about the boss could get you fired. It's reportedly happening at SpaceX. We have the details.
And 5G internet on your phone. We've been talking about it for years. But here's the thing, the rollout has been officially delayed once again. Find out how long that delay will be and what the latest internet could mean for airlines.
Wait, we don't have 5G on our phone?
It's a complicated issue.
Okay, because I'm looking at it, it says 5G, yeah. So it's not real 5G?
It's in regards to the airlines and how it messes. We're going to be talking about it. There you go.
Now I'm very invested in this. All right, 74 degrees at 6:09 this morning. Sarah Spivey will have our forecast when we come back.
Good Good morning and welcome back. Just about 6:13 this morning, and it's not hot out yet.
No, get outside right now if you can.
Do it now, or else you're walking in the mall this afternoon.
Are you going to be walking in the mall
I
this
just
afternoon?
might. I'm really excited about becoming a mall walker.
Please document it for
I
us
will.
if you do
I
that.
will.
Hey guys, let's start with just a recap of how long it's been since we've seen decent rain. Okay, so it has been 26 days since we've seen a quarter of an inch or more of rainfall. So that was May 24th. It's been 55 days since we've seen half an inch of rain or more. And it's been a whopping 136 days since we've seen an inch or more of rain in a 24-hour period. That last time, February 3rd. So we are in drought, but it's getting worse around south central Texas. And unfortunately, as far as rain chances go in the coming days, our only chance for rain is really along the coast this weekend. There's a measly 10% chance that one or two of those showers could make it to San Antonio, but still, even if one of those happens, it is not going to be any kind of beneficial rain. Outside right now, you can see there are a few clouds as we're seeing the first light of the day. It's 75 degrees at the airport in San Antonio, and winds are from the south-southwest at about 10 miles per hour. We're not going to have particularly strong winds today. It's 79 in Del Rio, 71 in Uvalde, 71 in Kerrville, 73 in New Braunfels, 76 in Gonzales. We'll zoom into the metro area here. It's not too bad in Rio Medina. It's 67 degrees in Rio Medina, 70 in Bernie, and 70 in Comfort. Again, now's the time to get out, walk the dog, do those early morning chores outside, perhaps work on that backyard and garden, which I'm sure is a wonderful brown, crunchy color right now. Temperatures are going to be warming up by 10. We'll be seeing skies clear. It'll be 82 degrees around 10. Around lunch, close to 90. And again, the winds will be from the south-southeast at about 5 to 10 miles per hour, so not particularly gusty today. We're not really going to have much help from the winds today in the shade. And then it's in the later afternoon that we have that measly 10% chance. Temperatures today should top off right near 99. So we're going to be close to our 16th 100-degree day, but I think we're going to stay just shy of that this afternoon, and if we hit it, we'll add that on to the tally. 96 in Bulverde, it'll be 99 in New Braunfels, 97 in Canyon Lake, 100 in Bandera, 100 in Uvalde, 100 in Petite, 100 in Floresville, 101 in Pleasanton. The average high this time of year is 93, so we're going to be well above that. And across the nation right now, there's a big low pressure system that's bringing some monsoonal rains across parts of New Mexico. And usually if we see something like this out to the west, it's encouraging. But here's the thing, the heat high is going to win out this week. Once again, you can see how this heat high is just sending all of this rain up and over. It's pretty much stopping the rain from occurring across the central plains. And look how hot it's going to be today across the nation. It's going to be as hot in Bismarck, North Dakota, as it is going to be here in San Antonio today because of that heat high. And it's not going anywhere. It's going to stick with us over the next 7 to 10 days. So unfortunately, high temperatures will be anywhere from 100 to 102 over the next 7 days, well above the average. This June is easily in the running for the hottest June on record in San Antonio. Now, tomorrow is Father's Day and Juneteenth. If you're planning on spending some time outside helping celebrate Dad, it's going to be a hot one. We'll wake up at 75 early in the morning, 100 degrees for the high temperature, and then again, yes, that 10% chance for a stray shower. But that is about it. We are, good news, not really seeing all that much Saharan dust out there. So coming up in the next half hour, I'm going to talk about the Saharan dust forecast for us. Summer officially starts Tuesday, but don't tell Mother Nature that because I think she's been on summer vacation for quite some time in San Antonio.
Yeah, girl got an early start on summer for us.
It's just a lot of hundreds.
Yeah.
It's not going away.
No.
Time now, enjoy the mall.
Enjoy the mall.
6:17, 74 degrees out.
All right, what you say about your boss, you could end up losing your job. That's allegedly the case if you work for Elon Musk. That story's still ahead.
Plus, well, in response to these triple-digit days, city opening up cooling centers where you can go.
Take a look at these lotto numbers. Pick 3, 0, 8, 7, Fireball 0, Daily 4, 5, 9, 6, 0, Fireball 0.
And cash 5, 5, 16, 25, 31, 34. Are you checking your numbers?
I'm checking the jackpot. I don't think anyone's won in a while. I think it's almost to 300.
Ooh, million.
Yes.
Okay, I'd take $300 for what it's worth.
273.
Okay, it's still pretty good.
It's pretty good.
You didn't play?
No. Oh, wait. 290. It's at 290.
Okay, well, how about this? If you're watching, good luck. Hope you win $290 million. Here are the numbers you need to win. 20, 36, 53, 56, 69, big number 16. Make a Pirate 2. Good luck. We'll be right back.
Well, officials with San Antonio Pets Alive say there's another code red in effect. City shelters are full and they need you to foster or adopt animals. A code red means 25 or more dogs and puppies on the Animal Care Services list are on the list for possible euthanasia. San Antonio Pets Alive says its facilities are also full. If you would like to foster, email foster@sanantoniopetsalive.org. You can also adopt a pet on the Animal Care Services website. Tomorrow, the adoption fee will be reduced to $40.
So it's something we've been talking about for weeks now. Sarah just talked about it extensively. It is so hot out there, and this heat can be dangerous. So we have a reminder that the city of San Antonio and Bexar County, we have cooling centers. This weekend, you can visit several libraries, community centers, keep cool, try to beat the heat. We have an entire list right now. Just head to KSAT.com. Time now, though, it's 6:22, 74 degrees out.
All right, don't talk about your boss, especially if your boss is Elon Musk. We'll tell you which of Musk's companies where this is allegedly happening. All right, SpaceX, they're squashing dissent within the company by firing employees that allegedly criticized the founder and CEO, Elon Musk. So it's being reported that managers there fired at least 5 employees for a letter that contained criticisms. The letter says Musk's public behavior has become embarrassing. It was shared internally through email and on Microsoft Teams. More than 400 employees signed their names on it. SpaceX's president says there is, quote, no need for this kind of overreaching activism, end quote.
All right, so it's a story we've been talking about through the morning. Mobile phone carriers have agreed to another delay rolling out 5G near the airports. So this time the delay is for an additional year. It comes as the previous deadline of July 5th. Well, it's just a couple weeks away. The problem is that 5G actually has the capability to interfere with navigation equipment on planes. The FAA, the Federal Aviation Administration, says that this new delay will give the airlines a little bit more time to replace that equipment or install filtering technology. Some airlines say the delay is still not long enough and that the proper testing to implement the 5G internet, well, they're going to need years to integrate this into the new system.
Okay, so I have 5G now.
Right.
But if I get near the airport, it doesn't work?
So I think it's really where the tower is to, yeah. So when you go on, you know how when you go on planes, you have like limited internet?
I just don't even look at my phone.
Yeah.
It like never works.
It's a nice escape from the world.
Right, there you go.
And I never pay for the internet. It's ridiculous.
I know.
Time now, it's 6:27, 74 degrees out.
All right, plus a conservation easement agreement between 3 invested parties will go a long way in maintaining and saving a very fragile ecosystem in our area. We're checking in with Sarah Spivey on this unique story.
Good morning, welcome back, and happy Saturday, 6:30 this morning. It is June 18th. It has felt like August for the last 2 weeks.
I know. I'm actually sweating right now. I know you said you were cold in the studio.
It has been perfect. You're usually like...
I don't know what it is. Like the last couple of weeks, once I walk outside, I don't know if it's the humidity, I just can't cool down.
So the result of this is you decided to become a mall walker. I'm going to keep bringing this up throughout the day. So I expect selfies in the mall.
I really want to.
I expect you to make friends.
Oh, you know I'm going to make friends.
I know. You're going to have a whole pack just walking down. You better watch out for Sarah Costa. Sarah Spivey, you going to join her in this venture?
I don't think I have the time to today, but could you pick me up a pair of jeans, Sarah? Thanks. Okay, so, taking a look outside right now, we can't see a few morning clouds out there, but you can really see the haze on the horizon. That's not Saharan dust, that's humidity. So it is humid outside right now with dew points near 70 degrees, but that humidity will come down later in the afternoon, so we shouldn't have too much of a heat index value later this afternoon. It's 75 degrees outside right now. Happy weekend, everyone. If you're planning on visiting some of our state parks, spending some time outdoors, just know that it's going to be hot everywhere you go. At Government Canyon, 99 degrees, Guadalupe River, 99 degrees, Hill Country State Natural Area, 98 for the high temperature, and winds today will be from the southeast at about 10 to even up to 15 miles per hour. The good news is we aren't going to have to contend with a lot of Saharan dust this weekend, and even in fact into early next week as well. Saharan dust is very light to clear out there this weekend, so not much of an issue there when it comes to Saharan dust. Here's what's ahead in the forecast. We'll be just shy of 100 degrees today, but still hot. As for Father's Day, forecasting a high temperature of 100 tomorrow. It'll be mostly sunny. What about any rain? Well, there could be a stray shower this weekend, but the chance for rain is only a measly 10%. So coming up in the forecast, we'll talk about all of this and more. Generally, though, it's going to be hot and it's going to stay hot. Sarah, Max.
Sarah Spivey, thank you so much. New this morning, a big crash, and now San Antonio police are searching for the driver responsible.
Jonathan Cotto joins us live. Good morning, Jonathan. What can you tell us about this incident?
Good morning, Sarah. Good morning, Max. Drivers responsible, I guess we can say that. We know San Antonio police were called out here to the 100 block of Bynum, not too far from South Cross Boulevard here on the city's southwest side. They tell us a motorcycle driver or a man driving a motorcycle crashed into a curve, wrecked out. A car that was driving behind him attempted to veer off the road. But let me show you where he veered off to. And now this is quite a distance. And if it's any indication of what type of car he was driving, this hubcap clearly indicates it was a Nissan. But he drove straight through this fence into this private property, crashing into that detached garage here on your screen, directly into that garage. Now, I've had an opportunity to speak with neighbors this morning, and they tell us that they woke up from how loud the crash was, the impact. Now, they say that the motorcycle was completely destroyed. Both men, the driver of this car that crashed into the garage and the driver of the motorcycle, fled the scene. San Antonio police say they are searching for the both of them. Now, no injuries were reported. And of course, we're going to be pending information from PD. We'll keep you updated as that information comes into us. Reporting live from the city's southwest side, Jonathan Cotto, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you, Jonathan. Well, as we know, education is so incredibly important. The last few years, it has clearly not been easy for school districts across the country and across Texas. However, a local district has actually gone from one of the lowest performing school districts in our community to one of the highest ranked. So tomorrow morning on Leading SA at 8 a.m., we're set to be joined by Southside ISD Superintendent Rolando Ramirez to talk about this 3-year turnaround, addressing the digital divide and the future of local education. If you have any questions you would like to ask, you can submit them right now. Just head to the Leading SA section of KSAT.com. Then join us tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. for the full conversation.
All right, just recently, the owners of Honey Creek Spring Ranch in Comal County reached a conservation easement agreement with the Nature Conservancy and Texas Parks and Wildlife.
So this means the land will be preserved forever. Sarah Spivey joining us with more on why this agreement is so important.
Hey guys, so it's amazing because that area of land is absolutely pristine, and now it is going to be protected from development. Comal County, it's growing rapidly. There's a lot of development happening, and parts of Comal County are on the aquifer recharge zone. So the agreement that we're talking about is crucial because that piece of land, Honey Creek, is also where you'll find Honey Creek Cave. It is the longest, and some argue one of the most important caves in the state, but it is not open to public, okay? So, but meteorologist Justin Horn and I, we got the chance to check out the cave, and we're going to show you how important and fragile this ecosystem truly is. Take a look. We are at Honey Creek Spring Ranch, pristine land that has just been protected by a conservation easement. The land here looks exactly as it did 200 years ago.
It's been in this family 5 to 6 generations, and it really is untouched, and it's beautiful.
It's still my favorite cave, and it's still impressive to me. Even after all these trips, it's still an incredibly impressive cave.
So this is our first time kind of going into something like this. Advice?
Keep your head above water where you can. Be careful, go slow. It's a 100% success record. Everybody's gone in, come out. Okay, so we expect to continue that record today.
I don't remember exactly how many times I've been in here, but it's well over 200. This section that we're doing today is one of the most decorated parts of the cave. It's 15, 20 feet wide, over your head deep for most all of it. And there's formations that come down from the ceiling into the water, so you have to weave your way through them in a lot of places. When you get up here, push your floaty stuff through, and then I'll give you my hand and I'll pull you through.
You did it.
There are a number of species in the cave, some aquatic, some terrestrial. There are bats in the cave. It's the longest cave in the state. It's a major discharge point for the Trinity Aquifer.
So Justin and I are 1,500 feet into Honey Creek Cave, about 80 feet below the surface.
And we've made it to this fascinating piece of this waterfall here. If you were to keep going, the cave would go on for another 20 miles.
I've enjoyed being able to explore it all these years, and I hope that future generations of cavers can also enjoy it and continue to add to its survey.
Sarah, what'd you think?
Amazing. And the water was so cool. It was beautiful to actually be in the aquifer.
We recognized how important this piece of property was. If they had decided to do the other thing, to sell it, the only people that could have afforded it would have been developers, and we might have houses right up on top of that spring, which would have diminished everything about it.
They have been some of the most incredible owners of any cave in this country.
There could hardly be anything more important to the humans living in this area than to protect our water supply. And by protecting the land over the aquifer, you're protecting the water. And while you're doing that, you're also protecting wildlife.
And it just was amazing, guys, to be able to we were swimming for 3 hours in the cave. And the water was a cool 68 degrees. That's why we needed the wetsuits. So we're going to be doing some more stories about this, but that's the kind of land that's being protected through these conservation easements. We all can benefit from clean water, clean land. Everyone can get behind it. I want to say a special thanks to Gary, Kurt, John, and Helen, and of course our photographer Adam for helping us. It was an adventure, so we'll be showing more. That's on KSAT.com.
Was the water clear?
Water was some of the clearest water I've ever seen. But as soon as we started swimming in it, you know, the calcium started to kick up. But we checked too. We didn't leave behind anything else, so we were in and out. It was just beautiful to be able to explore that area. And if you want to see that again, it's on KSAT.com.
Thanks for doing that.
Yeah,
that was cool.
So cool. Time now, just about 6:40, 74 degrees now.
All right, the homeless population in our country is aging, and more seniors are finding themselves out on the streets. After the break, how one woman is giving them shelter and giving them hope.
And taking a live look out of the Alamo City. Mid-70s right now, but it is going to be hot today, tomorrow, the day after.
Stop.
We're going to check in with Sarah Spivey for a full forecast in just a bit. Well, we are seeing a spike in the number of people who are over the age of 65 years old and who are homeless.
So even more shocking, the University of Pennsylvania study found senior homelessness will nearly triple from 40,000 to 106,000 in the next 10 years. Advocates say much more low-income housing is needed. That's why one woman is leading the way to help the elderly in her community.
I do recall sleeping one night behind a dumpster.
Linda lost her housekeeping job in her home after being hit by a semi.
I lost everything.
Richard was an operations manager for 25 years until severe depression consumed him.
I was addicted, I was depressed, I was stressed out.
Susanna's husband died, and then
I had a heart attack and a slight stroke.
Left with no place to go and no one to care for them until they met Aisha DeSalle.
So I knew I wanted to help the elderly because they are the one who built this country. They are the one who took care of us.
34 years ago, Aisha decided to change her life.
I sold my home and everything that I had, put a down payment on this rundown apartment complex.
This 34-unit complex became the Turning Point Center. Seniors share an apartment, get healthy meals, free clothing, counseling, continuing education, education, job training, and help with getting ID cards like Social Security. Richard runs the kitchen and pantry.
It's absolutely huge that you find something that helps you be productive. Everybody has a job.
Steve grows fresh veggies for the residents, and Dan is in charge of transportation.
Now I drive and pick up and deliver donations.
We look for people who want to change their life, not a person who want to just come and just sit here.
Seniors can stay days or even years. The ultimate goal is to let our elders know that someone cares for them.
I wanted my life to have meaning, that I did something. But the truth is, the people, the residents who live here, they're honestly the one who make this happen.
Well, the Turning Point Center is a nonprofit. It costs about $250,000 a year to run. They get most of its money through grants and donations. Experts believe more places like this will be needed in the near future.
It's scary, especially when you consider the latest information from the census. It shows that younger baby boomers now in their 50s, 60s, they don't have pensions, they don't have 401k accounts, and about half of both women and men ages 55 to 66, they have no retirement savings. All right, switching gears, 74 degrees out now. Sarah Spivey, you said earlier, if you have stuff to do, go out and do it now.
Yeah, do it now. But if you do want to enjoy time by a pool, it'll be a great day to do that. Plenty of sunshine and it's going to be hot. Take a look at your poolside forecast. This Saturday in San Antonio, winds are going to be from the southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. No significant chance for rain. There's an off chance for a coastal shower later this afternoon, but temperatures will top off right near 99. And that UV index is going to be extreme today. Complete sunshine, skin damage time in less than 10 minutes. Outside right now, it's 72 degrees in Hondo, 72 in New Braunfels, 75 in Gonzales, 79 in Del Rio, 71 in Kerrville, 75 in San Antonio. We do have clouds out there early this morning, but watch, skies are going to clear by mid-morning hours, and we'll be looking at mostly sunny skies this afternoon. There's that 1 or 2 coastal showers that could develop later this afternoon. Chance for rain in San Antonio, pretty much less than 10%. Although we may not technically reach 100 today, it's still going to be a hot day. 100 in Castroville and 100 at Stinson, 99 in Converse, 99 Seguin, 100 in Gonzales, 99 New Braunfels, 96 in Bernie, 97 in Kerrville, and it'll be in the triple digits out west toward Uvalde and Del Rio. So your KSAT 12-hour forecast calls for those gradually clearing skies early this morning. We'll be at 82 by 10. Winds are not going to be quite breezy today. In fact, we'll see winds maybe southeast 5 to 10 miles per hour. That's about it. We'll be near 90 at noon and then in the 90s in the afternoon, topping off at 99 degrees for the forecast high temperature. And yeah, a coastal shower is possible, but not likely. And rain, unfortunately, is going to be hard to come by over the next several days. Take a look at the dew point forecast. The reason I'm showing you this is out there right now, it's humid. But in the afternoon, dew points are going to come down to near 60 degrees, so it won't be as humid. And so that means we won't have much of a heat index value this afternoon. So that's something. Looking at satellite and radar, one half of the nation is dealing with some nice cooler temperatures and rain from this low pressure system, but this heat high is stopping all of that in its tracks, and it is going to be a hot day, not only in San Antonio, but across the Central Plains. And that heat high is going to be stubborn and stick with us all week long. Tomorrow, 100 degrees for Father's Day and Juneteenth. Monday, 101 in San Antonio. That heat high will build over in the week too, so it'll be 101 on Wednesday, and by Thursday, Friday, 102 for the forecast high. And you guessed it, little to no chance for rain in the forecast over the next several days for us. A few coastal showers today and tomorrow, but generally absolutely very little rain in the forecast. Tomorrow is Father's Day and Juneteenth. If you're planning on celebrating, it is going to be a hot one. 75 degrees early in the morning, 90 at noon, 100 for the forecast high temperature, southeast winds at 5 to 15 miles per hour. I just love this graphic, this dad and this daughter fishing. Reminds me of my dad. So happy Father's Day, Dad. We're going to be looking at temperatures climbing into the low triple digits. Summer officially starts on Tuesday at 4:13 in the morning, but it has been hot and it will continue to be hot. No real Saharan dust in the forecast until Thursday and Friday of this upcoming week, so that's a plus there. Sarah, Max.
Look at that, finding silver lining.
Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah. Just about 6:50, 74 degrees out.
Well, delicious food coming your way. We have is that a calzone?
Yes.
Nice.
Stromboli? What's the difference?
That's a calzone. What is the difference?
I don't know.
We're gonna look that up. All right, today on Texas East, starting at 10 a.m. right after GMSA, Quest for Pizza takes us to a spot on the east side.
All right, so we did look up the difference between a calzone and stromboli. We're going to tell you in just a bit.
Yeah.
Look at that little tease. So this restaurant that we're about to check out has a reputation for serving up enormous calzones. Take a look.
This is not your average calzone.
Not at all.
Talk to me about what's going on with this.
So when you come to Tanks, everything that you get is going to be unique.
Yeah.
So, man, we just do it right. We saute our vegetables. We make sure that all of our meats are made in-house. Everything except for the pepperoni and the ham. But besides that, we make everything in-house. Dough is made fresh every day. Ooh. We make our own marinara fresh. All the items that you're getting right here were literally made this morning and put to plate.
All right, I'm gonna go in, and you can go in for one too here.
Man, let's go.
I'm gonna go for the dunk.
Oh man, I gotta go for the pour.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cheers.
you gotta go for
the calzone. Look at this thing. That's a beast. Here we go. Oh, woo! Over the top. I mean, I'm gonna open this bad boy up. Look at all that. Stacked. And you know what I love? The dough is still, it has a nice crisp texture to it. Mm-hmm. And even though it's loaded up, I mean, you guys really know what you're doing out here. This is a great bite.
Real quick, stromboli is a log shape, calzone is a pie shape.
Okay.
Calzones use ricotta cheese, strombolis use
mozzarella. Also, no sauce in the calzone. That's why you saw them dip and pour it on top.
Right.
I'm more stromboli.
Now you know. All right, and get this, before you celebrate Father's Day tomorrow, you can celebrate National Fishing Day today.
All right, so people encouraged to take a break, go relax, drop a line in a lake, a pond, or a river. According to the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, recreational fishing is more popular than ever. As you can imagine, that's partly due to the pandemic.
Now, the agency reports over 55 million people turned to fishing to deal with stress in 2020. That's the highest number in over a decade.
Yeah, we saw fishing, we saw golf, even saw tennis go up in popularity.
Disc golf?
Oh, yeah.
That went up too.
Haven't really tried that one yet. 6:55, 74 degrees out.
We'll be right back.
Coming up on GMA, new information this morning on the 3 Americans missing in Ukraine, what we know about them, and the video released from the state-controlled media in Russia on their captivity. This as President Biden strongly urges Americans not to travel to Ukraine as the country moves a step closer to joining the European Union. And this morning, gas prices taking a dip, the new AAA average as the Biden administration considers new moves to ease the pain at the pump. And GMA has an exclusive access into how hundreds of workers are tracking the increase in prices across the nation. Plus, we have a first look at those Golden State champions returning home and what we're learning about one of the first people Steph Curry spoke to after winning the title as we gear up for the Stanley Cup Finals. Game 2 tonight, our team live from the Mile High City. It's all ahead right here on GMA.
And we are going to warm up quickly today. Surprise, surprise. It'll be 82 at 10, 89 at noon, 99 for the forecast high temperature. Only a 10% chance for a stray coastal shower today. Southeast winds at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tomorrow, Father's Day, Juneteenth. 100 degrees. Temperatures are going to be right around 100 throughout the next 7 days. Very little to no chance for rain. We'll even be up to 102 Thursday and Friday. Good news, no real Saharan dust in the air until Thursday and Friday of this upcoming week. That plume of Saharan dust comes and goes in the summer. Speaking of summer officially starts Tuesday.
What? So I got to ask about the lack of rain situation. How bad is it getting out there?
We have extreme and exceptional drought out there. This time last year, we had very little to no drought, and drought often is a feedback loop. It gets worse, and it makes things worse, too.
I was at a nursery a couple days ago, and they said to invest in a good soaker if you want to keep a lot of your very sensitive, heat-sensitive plants, but even plants that can tolerate drought, are dying on me.
It's true.
So I'm having to do a lot of soaking with that long soaker hose to keep them alive.
It's rough out there.
We're going to take an hour-long break. We'll see you back here, 8 a.m.
Live from KSAT 12,
Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
Right now, police searching for 2 drivers after they crashed their vehicles overnight and then ran away. We have the latest on the investigation.
And the Food and Drug Administration has authorized new COVID-19 vaccines for children as young as 6 months old.
And taking a live look out at the Alamo City, it is bright out there, 76 degrees. What can we expect for the rest of the day, the rest of the weekend? Sarah Spivey joins us in just a few moments. Until then, good morning. It is 8 o'clock this Saturday. It is June 18th.
Happy Saturday.
Oh, happy Saturday. And it's a great Saturday if you go out, do what you got to do right now because it's going to be hot.
It's so hot, and we don't have a lot of rain. My roses don't die.
Before we talk about your garden,
Okay.
I want to talk about your soon-to-be adventure to the mall. Can you let the people know what you plan to do?
I really think mall walkers are onto something.
Right.
I want to be a mall walker.
There's an official proclamation where
But
Sarah
the
Costa will be joining the mall walkers
They get
of
up
San
early,
Antonio.
they exercise indoors, no mosquitoes, no humidity. Sarah Spivey, they know what they're doing.
They do. They do know what they're doing.
They do. Sarah Costa does not.
Sarah Spivey and I are I'm gonna make you mall walk with me.
Can I shop though too?
Of course.
All right, deal. Okay. Hey, yeah, right now outside, it's honestly not too bad out there. It is a little humid. Temperatures are generally in the 70s. It's mostly sunny at the airport, 77 degrees. A little bit more cloud cover at Stinson on the south side, 77, 76 at Kelly Field, and 75 in Converse. Today, though, it is going to be hot. At least it's not going to be 105 degree hot outside like it was last weekend, but we're still going to be close to 100 this afternoon in San Antonio. 101 in Del Rio, 100 in Eagle Pass, 100 in Hondo, 100 in Gonzales, 99 in New Braunfels, and 97 in Kerrville. It's Father's Day weekend. Juneteenth is tomorrow, too. It's going to be a weekend where if you spend time outdoors, it's going to be hot. Today, close to 100. Tomorrow, we will reach 100 degrees. There is a measly chance for rain today, so we'll talk about that coming up in just a bit. But otherwise, prepare for the heat. Sarah Max.
Thank you, Sarah. New this morning, San Antonio police searching for 2 men who crashed their vehicles overnight on the city's southwest side. Take a look. This was the scene just around 3 a.m. This is the 100 block of Bynum. That's near Quintana Road. Now, SAP telling us a man riding a motorcycle on Bynum lost control, hit the curb, and then wrecked. Now, police also say a vehicle traveling behind that motorcycle veered off the road trying to avoid hitting the man and then crashed into a detached garage on this property. Now, SAPD tells us both drivers actually ran away from the scene. So far, no injuries have been reported.
In Uvalde, another hearing with the State House Committee has wrapped up. Uvalde City Police agreed to testify at yesterday's hearing. The New York Times is reporting 2 Uvalde City police officers told a sheriff's deputy that they passed up a chance to shoot the gunman. The sheriff's deputy told the New York Times one of those officers was armed with an AR-15 style rifle, but they didn't shoot because they said children were playing in the background. On Capitol Hill, Senate negotiators are trying to work on a bipartisan deal on gun reform.
We got to settle these issues or else we're talking about jeopardizing our ability to deal with legislation next week.
Senator John Cornyn has said the bill would not include raising the age requirement on assault-style weapons. Meanwhile, Uvalde's superintendent has announced the high school will host a graduation ceremony next Friday. It will be held at Honey Bowl Stadium. He says the district is working with local and state law enforcement to have an increased presence at that ceremony. In addition, he says student participation will be optional, and those seniors who decide not to participate in the ceremony can make arrangements to pick up their diplomas.
New this morning, several firefighters were trapped in the scene of a building collapse in Philadelphia. We're going to get to that story in a little bit, but what we want to talk about is actually the FDA. The FDA authorizing Moderna and Pfizer vaccines for emergency use for children under 5 and as young as only 6 months old. So it comes as the United States continues to report more than 100,000 new cases every day. Pfizer says it plans to ship 2.5 million doses by the end of the month, and this comes just hours after the FDA officially gave its emergency authorization. The CDC is expected to give their final approval later today, signaling the green light for kids under 5 and, like I said, as young as 6 months old to get these shots as soon as next week.
U.S. Capitol Police say officers arrested 7 unauthorized people in a congressional office building this week and charged them with unlawful entry. The people identified themselves as being affiliated with CBS Late Show with Stephen Colbert. The incident Thursday night followed the 3rd public hearing by the House panel investigating the January 6, 2021 Capitol insurrection. Capitol Police say the crew was part of a group that had been asked to leave the building earlier in the day. A statement says the case remains an active criminal investigation and may result in additional criminal charges.
Violence in the Middle East. The Israeli military says they launched an attack on a Hamas weapons manufacturing site and other targets on the Gaza Strip. This all comes after Palestinian militants fired a rocket into southern Israel earlier today. Now, this escalation shatters a 2-month lull in the violence in the region. Earlier today, Israel's aerial defense systems intercepted a projectile fired from Gaza that actually activated warning sirens in the southern coast. So far, no reports of any casualties. And happening here today, Pride hitting the San Antonio River, promoting the Alamo City's inclusion and the support of the LGBTQ+ community.
That's where we find our Jonathan Cotto. He is live along the San Antonio River in downtown, where the first ever Pride River Parade will be happening later today. Good morning, Jonathan.
Good morning, Sarah. And you said it yourself, the first ever Pride River Parade. And if the weekend takes you anywhere other than walking the mall, Sarah, listen to this. The day's festivities will kick off at La Villita with a celebration that will feature local artisans and makers from noon to 5 p.m. The event will also feature live entertainment, live on-stage entertainment from DJs, bands, impersonators, and dancers at the Arneson River Theater. And listen to this. It is absolutely free, and if you don't believe me, we spoke to Maggie Thompson with the River Authority. This is what she had to say.
This parade's totally free, so you can sit anywhere on the Riverwalk, have a beverage, have dinner later on after the parade, bring the kids. It'll just be a great day.
Now, the event will culminate with 2 showings of the parade, which will feature more than 17 colorful river barges each. This Pride River Parade is expected to be the first, not only the first, but the largest Pride River Parade in the United States. Reporting live from downtown, Jonathan Cotto, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you, Jonathan.
Time now, 8:07, 76 degrees out. All right.
There's Spivey's Aggies.
So we got the Aggies, we got the Longhorns set to meet once again. So this time in the College World Series. We have a preview coming up.
And next, how local fireworks stands are getting ready for hopefully a strong July 4th season, even though we are facing some incredibly dangerous dry conditions.
And speaking of those dry conditions, let's take a live look out at the Alamo City. 76 degrees right now. How hot is it going to get today? We're going to check in with Sarah in just a bit. Good morning and welcome back. So those in the fireworks industry hoping for a strong 4th of July sales this year.
However, the cost of shipping, inflation, and fuel costs are working against them. But even in financially difficult years, many fireworks sellers have been seeing strong sales as families look to splurge. Of course, the drought and the burn bans have some sellers worried about sales as well. Many are working with county emergency fire officials to educate people on the proper use and disposal of fireworks.
Up to 30% increases on some fireworks. We've seen almost 300 to 350% increase on freight just for us to get those items here.
We want people to use the fireworks. We want them to read the warning labels.
Fireworks stands will officially begin selling products next Friday. Remember, when you're finished with the fireworks, throw them in a bucket of water, let them soak before you actually put them in the trash can. And Sarah Spivey, obviously, these conditions not ideal for any sort of fires.
It's dangerous.
No, in fact, I want to talk about how dry it has been. Not only are we in drought, but this is the reason why we are in drought. It has been 26 days since we've seen just a quarter of an inch of rain. It's been 55 days since late April that we've seen more than a half an inch of rain. And then more than an inch of rain in a 24-hour period, you got to go all the way back to February 3rd. 136 days ago. This is why we have extreme and exceptional drought in the area. That's why we have burn bans in place as well. And as for rain chances, it's not looking good. There could be a stray coastal shower both today and tomorrow, but during the week it is going to be dry, and it's going to be dry this weekend as well. Again, even if you do get one of those coastal showers and are lucky, it's not going to amount to much, if anything at all. 77 degrees outside right now. You can see there's a few clouds out there, but generally mostly sunny. East winds at about 5 miles per hour. We're not going to have too much of a breeze today. Winds will be from the southeast at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Elsewhere, we've got 72 in Uvalde, a little bit more cloud cover out near Uvalde, 78 in Del Rio, 78 in Pleasanton. Let's take a closer look around the metro area, see where those clouds are. Generally along and south of Highway 90, that's where you're seeing some early morning clouds, like in Hondo, where it's 75 degrees. But even these early morning clouds are going to dissipate, and most of us will be dealing with mostly sunny to completely sunny skies today. 76 in New Braunfels. Here's your KSAT 12-hour forecast. Partly cloudy right now, but by noon, 90 degrees, mostly sunny. Again, winds are not going to be too strong from the southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. In the afternoon, we'll be in the 90s with plenty of sun. Make sure to bring that sunscreen with you if you're going to be outside. 99 for the high, and there's that 10% chance, measly chance for a coastal shower to develop. Otherwise, just going to be hot. More of the status quo for us. It'll be 99 in New Braunfels, yet in Seguin, 100 in Hondo, 100 in Devine. It'll be 97 in Comfort, shaving off a few degrees in the Hill Country, 96 in Bernie, 97 in Helotes, and 96 in Bulverde. On the satellite and radar, take a look at the big picture. In any other atmospheric condition, seeing this big trough of low pressure would be encouraging off to the west. But our heat high is so strong that it's just preventing any of this rain from getting into Texas, getting into south central Texas. In fact, this heat high going to be affecting most of the central plains today. Look how hot it's going to be in Bismarck, North Dakota, 99 degrees all the way up north there. It's going to be just as hot in North Dakota as it is going to be here in San Antonio. That's how strong that heat high is. And again, it's going to be with us for the foreseeable future. The next 7 to 10 days, the weather pattern is going to be dominated by that heat high. And that's why we only see a high temperature close to 100 every single day, potentially even hotter by the week's end. The average high this time of year, 93 degrees. We're running some 8 to 10 degrees above that for the high. Father's Day is tomorrow. We'll start off once again with a few clouds in the morning, and we will likely get to 100 tomorrow. Southeast winds 5 to 15. Pretty much a carbon copy of today's weather for you tomorrow. As for the Saharan dust, it's not really much of an issue this weekend or for most of the week. It will make a return Thursday and Friday as we top off at 102. And a fact that kind of means nothing for us is that summer begins on Tuesday in the early morning hours. That's the summer solstice. Sarah and Max coming up. I'm going to talk about the Saharan dust a little bit more in that forecast for you.
All right, Sarah Spivey, thank you so much. Just about 8:16, 76 degrees out.
The Aggies.
But also the Longhorns.
And the Longhorns.
The rivalry is back again for another chapter. Who will win? We're going to explain it a bit. Good morning and welcome back. So the first round of the College World Series in the books. The Longhorns taking on the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame. Let's take a look. Horns down 2-0 early, but don't worry, they started to charge. They had runners on the corners. Eric Kennedy lays down the bunt. That scores Dylan Campbell, cutting the Notre Dame lead in half. But Texas in real trouble in the fifth, down 5-1. Irish tack on one more run, RBI single to the right from Spencer Myers. It is 6-1 Notre Dame. Bottom of the fifth now. Bernie's Doug Hodo blasting the pitch to left. That RBI single scores Campbell. Texas only 4 back now. Texas would score one more run on a wild pitch, but it was not enough. Texas falls 7-3. Here's the thing. They're now going to take on the Aggies tomorrow. See who moves on and who will go home. All right, so speaking of those Aggies, hey, guess what? They are in the College World Series for only the 7th time in Aggie school history, looking for their first ever championship. They drew Oklahoma in the first round bracket. They found themselves in a deep hole early on, down 8-0 at the bottom of the second. Aggies bats finally come alive. 2-on. Jordan Thompson had a Bernie champion, able to ring this a 3-run homer to left field, finally getting the maroon and white on the board with 2 outs in the inning, making it 8-3. But in the top of the fourth, after walking the bases loaded, got to visit the mound, see what's going on. Do we need a pitching change? Short after the conversation, leaves Joe in, and that proves to be a big mistake because on the very first pitch, Jackson Nicholas unloads on this fastball. Grand slam. Lead grows 12-3 over at A&M, and the final from Omaha, OU takes it 13-8. But hey, they're in it. All right, update now to that baseball game at Mission Stadium this week. So San Antonio's baseball team wore special maroon jerseys. They were auctioned off to some generous fans, all to benefit the community of Uvalde. We've learned more than $50,000 raised at this event. Now, all the donations will go toward the Robb School Memorial Fund to help the victims and the families of the shooting. So it really was amazing to see.
I love that story.
I really want to get the jersey, but they auctioned off for a lot, and it just shows that so many people opened their wallets and opened their hearts. Great donations for a great cause.
Yep, helping the community.
Time now, 8:21, 77 degrees out.
All right, for some people, staying sober may feel impossible. After the break, how you can live life after alcohol.
Good morning and welcome back. It is a sobering reality. 1 in 8 adults in the United States is an alcoholic, and 95,000 people actually die every year from alcohol-related causes.
And even though some alcoholics achieve sobriety, staying sober can be a struggle. However, one addiction specialist is sharing the 5 things she says every alcoholic needs to succeed.
I have a memory of being outside a bar in England in blackout, lying in the gutter, covered in my own vomit.
More than 20 years ago, that's what Veronica Valli considered to be a fun night. But after realizing alcohol was becoming a problem, she gave it up.
I reluctantly accepted I was never going to have fun again.
But within a year into sobriety,
I began to see things differently. I was going out, I was having fun, I was dancing.
She wanted to show others that they can do the same. That is why she created Soberful, an online community that includes support groups and workshops. The Soberful program centers around the 5 pillars of sobriety. The first is movement.
Being purposeful about what we move towards and what we move away from.
Those looking to get and stay sober must connect with others who will support their decision to stop drinking. They also need to balance their needs, process their past and what led them to drinking, and focus on growth.
We get the chance to grow into the people that we're always meant to be.
These pillars are helping Catherine Roman keep her sobriety after she noticed alcohol was becoming more prominent in her life.
I wasn't going to drink alcohol if I was around my kids. I was only going to drink alcohol if someone else was driving. And slowly I found myself breaking those rules.
So far, she has been sober for almost a year. And Valli, the founder of that app, has been sober for more than 21 years.
So you can learn more about her program and her book, Soberful, at soberful.com. Time now, 8:26, 77 degrees out.
Still ahead on GMSA, major weather issues are still affecting Yellowstone National Park. That is some crazy video. We'll have an update in just a bit.
And are you ready for some ice cream?
Maybe.
I haven't had ice cream in too long. I'm going to need to change that today.
I've been getting ice cream a lot lately because it's been so hot. I never do
Weird,
that.
you're not sharing.
Oh, weird. So weird.
We're going to have a look at this week's Texas Eats in just a bit. Good morning, welcome back, and happy weekend. 8:30 this morning. It is Saturday. It is June 18th.
Happy Saturday.
Happy Saturday. So, did you make it out and about in the last couple days?
I really tried not to.
Okay.
Are you
just giving up on the garden?
No, I'm
okay.
I am
a little
trying
defensive
to
here.
Resurrect the garden.
Okay.
I had to get a soaker hose, and just because I was talking to someone at a nursery, they say you have to put a spoon or something 6 inches deep into your soil, and that's the problem. Is you can water, but if it's not soaking 6 inches deep into some of these even drought tolerant plants, they're going to burn up, and I'm having that issue right now, Sarah, because of the little rain we've had.
Yeah, and I think that a lot of people are in the same boat as you, Sarah, because we are under extreme and exceptional drought, and it really doesn't look like we're going to have any good rain over the next few days, unfortunately. Outside right now, it feels okay out there. It's currently 77 degrees, mostly sunny. You can see a few of those puffy cumulus clouds out in the background there. East winds at 5 miles per hour. If you're planning on spending some time outdoors today, perhaps at one of our many state parks, just know that temperatures should be close to 100 degrees anywhere you go, whether that be Devil's River, Enchanted Rock, Government Canyon, Guadalupe River, Hill Country State Natural Area. It's just going to be hot all around with winds sustained from the south at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Now, even though it's going to be hot, there is some good news. The Saharan dust is not really going to be much of an issue over the next few days. If it's out there, it'll be very, very light and not really affecting the air quality in a major way. So what's ahead? What are we going to talk about in the forecast? Well, today will be just shy of 100. But barely so. Still going to be hot. Tomorrow, Father's Day, hot and mostly sunny. And as for rain chances, really only a measly 10% chance. I'll show you which areas have the better chance for rain coming up in a bit. But again, measly rain chances for us. I'll have that forecast for you in just a bit. Sarah Max.
Thank you, Sarah. New this morning, San Antonio police tell us that gunfire ended with one man with a gunshot wound on his hand. So take a look. This is what we know right now. This happened on South Zarzamora on the west side. Now, police say a 42-year-old man was just outside with some other people. They heard gunshots. Officers say the man felt pain. He looked at his hands. He realized he had been shot. He was taken to University Hospital. He is expected to recover. Right now, police investigating, trying to figure out what exactly happened and who's responsible.
Also new this morning, San Antonio police say a man is in the hospital after he was hit by a car overnight on the city's northeast side. It happened around 2 o'clock this morning in the 4200 block of Thousand Oaks Drive near Bulverde Road. SAPD says the man was walking across Thousand Oaks when a driver in a vehicle hit him in the middle of the road. Police say the driver did stop to render aid and claims he did not see the pedestrian in the middle of the street. Officers gave the driver a field sobriety test. The driver was detained but has not been charged. That person that was hit was taken to the hospital.
Lavaca County, the latest county to issue a burn ban to help prevent fires in our community. Now, Bexar County also under a burn ban. So this past week, we showed you how quickly flames spread across a field on the city's south side. Fire officials say it was actually started accidentally after sparks kicked up while someone was mowing. Now, the dry conditions and wind helped spread these flames.
Well, those dry conditions that we just talked about are also hurting crops in Fredericksburg. The Yansky family says the drought is the reason they're struggling with their peach trees.
This intense heat constantly, I think that's keeping the peaches small and they're not ripening either.
The family is now focusing on its retail store. They hope that business will keep them afloat.
Well, it's something we've been talking about for the last few weeks. This heat is no joke and it become dangerous. So the city of San Antonio and our community, well, we are opening up 7 more cooling centers in Bexar County and around our area. That way you can try to beat the heat. So this weekend you can visit several libraries and community centers to chill out. We have an entire list of where you can go right now. Just head to KSAT.com. In your morning headlines, firefighters trapped at the scene of a building collapse in Philadelphia. Now, this happening in the city's Fair Hill district on the north side, so North Philadelphia. Now, the department says several firefighters have been rescued, taken to area hospitals. A number of agencies assisting at the collapse scene, including Philadelphia Police and the American Red Cross. Well, a Capitol rioter pleading guilty to assaulting officers with a dangerous weapon on January 6th. Federal investigators say Mark Mazza attacked Capitol Police with their own batons. He also carried a loaded revolver on U.S. Capitol grounds, but he lost the firearm before battling police. Mazza telling investigators he regretted not seeing House Speaker Nancy Pelosi. According to his plea agreement, he did take steps to assist officer from further being assaulted by other rioters. He is now facing 20 years in prison.
Officials from the U.S. Embassy in Moscow were able to visit detained American Paul Whelan Friday. It marks the first time American officials were able to visit the former U.S. Marine since November of 2021. Secretary of State Antony Blinken praised Whelan on Twitter for his resiliency after 3.5 years in a Russian jail. Whelan was arrested in 2018 on espionage charges, which he has denied. A Russian court sentenced him to 16 years in prison. Waylon's brother tweeted about being grateful to the state's department's continued efforts to free him.
It is a weekend of celebration for the Bay Area. The Golden State Warriors, well, basking in glory. 4th title in just 8 years. So the day after clinching the NBA championship, Warriors fans were at local sporting goods stores gearing up for the big victory parade. A lot of stores opened early to give fans a chance to stock up on championship t-shirts, hats. With disappointing seasons from the Giants and the Niners in recent years, Bay Area residents say they are embracing the Warriors for all they are worth. Now, the Warriors victory parade will be Monday in downtown San Francisco.
Well, Vince McMahon is stepping down from his role as chairman and CEO of the WWE. This comes as the wrestling company investigates claims of alleged misconduct. According to the Wall Street Journal, McMahon paid a $3 million settlement to one of his former employees after an alleged affair. The Journal adds that the agreement prevents the unidentified employee from discussing her relationship with McMahon. McMahon says he is fully cooperating with the probe. His daughter, Stephanie McMahon, will fill the vacancy as interim CEO and chairwoman.
Education is so incredibly important. The last few years have not been easy for school districts around the country and across Texas. However, one local district has gone from one of the lowest performing school districts to actually one of the highest ranked. So tomorrow morning on Leading SA at 8 a.m., we are set to be joined by Southside ISD Superintendent Rolando Ramirez to talk about this amazing 3-year turnaround. We're going to be talking about the digital divide and overcoming it and the future of local education. If you have any questions that you would like to ask, you can submit them right now. Just head to the Leading SA section of KSAT.com. Then join us tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. for our full conversation. Time now, just about 8:38, 77 degrees out.
All right, you had a banana split, but this one is a Churro Split. That cannot be bad. We'll give you a preview of it on Texas Eats in just a bit.
And if you do eat one and you plan to go for a run, work it off, I would go early because 77 now, triple digits?
Yeah, run now, eat the split later.
Or just do what Sarah Costa's doing and walking on the mall.
Walking on the mall?
Walking in the mall. On the moon in the mall.
On the moon, everywhere.
All right, we'll be right back. Welcome back. High flood waters at Yellowstone National Park raising fears of delays in reopening.
This is as extreme heat turns deadly in the Midwest and a raging wildfire triggers a state of emergency in Arizona. CNN's Jen Sullivan has the latest.
The historic floods unleashed by rapid swelling of the Yellowstone River are greater than the levels of a 1 in 500 year event, according to the U.S. Geological Survey. High water levels have all 5 entrances to the national park shut down.
The destruction has been overwhelming.
Crews assessing the devastation say it's unclear when Yellowstone will fully reopen.
It's very widespread. It's going to take a long time to inventory it.
In Ohio,
it's been really hard.
People are suffering in sweltering temperatures after losing power to a violent storm days ago.
It's like we have been camping in our own house.
We could not find ice anywhere. All the things in the fridge and freezer have thawed and are really no good.
In Kansas, the extreme heat has turned lethal, killing thousands of cattle.
It's certainly not something that you ever want to see or something that you ever want to deal with. It's a significant impact, of course. These cattle would have a value of around $2,000 per head, as they're market-ready animals.
And in Arizona, the pipeline wildfire has prompted a state of emergency. The governor saying in a statement, "Public safety is our top priority. State and local fire officials work to contain the blaze. Our office will ensure emergency officials have the resources to respond to and recover from the fire's scars." I'm Jen Sullivan reporting.
Sarah Spivey, that heat is become so dangerous in so many spots, and here we're just experiencing a very almost dangerous drought.
Yes, in fact, the drought right now is extreme and exceptional. This time last year, we did not have any drought in San Antonio. And if you remember last year, we had a relatively cooler start to summer. But because the soils are dry, it's heating up quicker in San Antonio. That's why we've had already 15 100-degree days. Today, it's going to be hard for us to get to exactly 100. I'm forecasting 99 for the high temperature today, but it is within the realm of possibility for this to be our 16th 100-degree day. today. You might want to sit by the pool, enjoy a little time to cool off. Winds are going to be from the southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. No significant chance for rain. There is an off chance, 10% for a stray shower this afternoon, but you'll be lucky if you get any rain, and even if you do, will not amount to much. UV index is going to be extreme today because of the total sunshine. Skin damage time within less than 10 minutes, so make sure to put on the sunscreen. 76 in New Braunfels. It's 80 in Gonzales. This is the time to go out if you can. 78 in Del Rio, 75 in Uvalde, and 75 in Kerrville. We have a few clouds out there right now, but things are going to clear out for us quickly, and we'll have mostly sunny to completely sunny skies in the afternoon. Here's a look at your futurecast. You can see that this particular model is hinting at 1 or 2 coastal showers. There is the off chance that 1 or 2 of those could make it to that I-35 corridor, but again, the chance for rain this afternoon, measly 10%. Don't count on the rain, count on the heat. 99 in San Antonio, 99 in Seguin, 99 for the high New Braunfels. It'll be 100 in Devine, 100 in Poteet, 100 in Floresville, 100 in Utopia, 100 in Bandera, shaving off a few degrees across areas like Bernie where it'll be 96 degrees. Your KSAT 12-hour forecast, perhaps you want to head to the Pearl for the farmers market. It's going to be a warm one. We'll be at 89 by noon, and then in the afternoon it's just going to be plain old hot. 98 by 3 p.m. 99 for the high temperature this afternoon in San Antonio, getting close to that century mark. Southeast winds at about 10 miles per hour. And there's that very, very small 10% chance for a stray shower. One thing working in our favor is that the humidity is going to come down a little bit this afternoon, a bit more than it did yesterday. And so we'll have a small heat index by like a degree or 2, but it really will not be that oppressively humid during the peak heating hours of the day. We were showing you all of the rain across Yellowstone. Well, it's been a fairly active weather pattern across the Pacific Northwest. And as we look at the upper level winds here, this is a huge dip in the jet stream, and usually this would be encouraging for us around south central Texas as a chance for rain. But here's the deal. The high pressure system is stronger. It's going to win out. That heat high is going to keep things dry and hot for us over the coming days. Tomorrow, Father's Day, Juneteenth, will be at 100 degrees, 101 on Monday and Tuesday, 101 on Wednesday as that high settles over. And then by the end of the week, it'll be 102 degrees on Thursday and Friday. And again, other than a coastal shower here or there today or tomorrow, it is going to be a dry forecast. No significant rain, unfortunately, in the forecast over the next 7 days. Summertime is when the meteorologist becomes the bad guy. I hate to say it, but we're going to be looking at temperatures near 100. No chance for rain. Summer officially starts Tuesday. But as you know, we've had already 100 degree days. Summer's already here for us.
You're never the bad guy, Sarah.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah.
Time now, 8:47, 78 degrees out.
We're ready to cool off with some Churro ice cream. All right. We have a preview of that coming up on Texas Eats.
All right, there's a lot going on at the roadways right now. This is a bridge at I-10 at 1604. Construction going on right now, so if you're out and about, make sure you are aware of the situation.
That bridge is actually getting demolished right now. And so if that is your route, that 10 East route, you might want to reconsider because it's going to cause some backup and some rerouting issues.
Good morning, welcome back, and happy weekend. It is Saturday. That means we have a new episode of Texas Eats.
David Elder takes us to an ice cream shop on the west side, serving up a Churro Split.
Talk to me about this item.
It's a churro split. You get 2 churros with it, and you pick 3 flavors of ice cream, and you pick your toppings, and yeah.
That's the one then. Yeah. Break off some of the churro as well. Now this is a fun idea. So there you go. That's a bite that you can get when you come out here.
Yeah, so it's like a banana split with the extra churro, and it tastes amazing.
The Churro Split comes out with 3 different kinds of ice creams that you can put in the inside, and you get to pick whatever ones you want. And there's a lot of flavors out here that they're making from scratch in the back. You get it loaded up, whipped topping on there, cherry on top as well, a little bit of syrup, and some cajeta is actually inside of the churros themselves. I mean, delicious stuff, great bites, and super sweet if that's what you're looking for. That's insane.
Yes.
That's like over the top. Because churros already by themselves are already so sweet. You add the ice cream on there, that's a next level treat.
So I still need to do some research into this, but you already locked in your 3.
3 flavors for a chocolate split. Rocky Road, strawberry, mint.
Mint or mint chocolate chip?
Either.
Okay.
Doesn't matter.
I like this. This is good. Time now, 8:52, 78 degrees out.
All right, we're going to take one more look at TransGuide again. This is a bridge being demolished in the I-10 Loop 1604 area on the city's far northeast side. If this is your route, you may want to reconsider because you're going to be rerouted.
All right, and a lot of people going on trips. There's a new gas price tool that can help the trip a little easier. We're going to explain in just a bit. Good morning and welcome back. So, nothing new. Gas prices still extraordinarily high. So a lot of people are now wondering how the family road trip, how much it's going to cost this summer.
It's going to cost a lot. 12 on your side's Marilyn Moritz has what you need to know before hitting the road.
Summer road tripping. Getting there is half the fun. Gassing up, not so much.
It's a lot. It's too much.
The average price here is now $4.65 a gallon. So no big road trips for Langston Clark right now.
I might go to Austin or something like that, but that's as far as I'm gonna go, so it's bad.
And it's even worse in other parts of the country. So we wondered exactly how much would it cost to load up the family SUV and head out on a road trip. Using AAA's calculator, we found if your SUV gets 25 miles to the gallon, that round trip to Disney World will cost $432 in gas. To the Grand Canyon and back, $449, and South Padre Island, $57. So how can you save on the road? Use apps like Gas Buddy or Waze to find the cheapest gas near you.
While many gas stations will offer you a lower price if you pay in cash, a credit card with cashback rewards may actually be a better deal, especially if you're paying more for gas than you normally would in a month.
Pack as light as you can, too.
And you can make your car more fuel efficient by reducing aerodynamic drag. You can take off your bike rack and your roof rack if you're not using them. And don't hate me, but if you just stick to the speed limit, you'll also save on fuel.
Tests show that cruising at 75 miles an hour instead of 65 can cost you 6 miles per gallon or more. As for Clark, that short round trip to Austin right now will cost him $28 just for the gas. Marilyn Moritz, KSAT 12 News.
With the stretch of this hot, sunny weather, you may be looking for a new pair of sunglasses, but before you do that, we have what you need to consider when it comes to protecting your eyes and which ones you may want to stay away from. It's all laid out on this article on KSAT.com.
Going back to the gas prices and the road trips, cruise control, 70.
70. Even though the speed limit in a lot of Texas is 70.
Yeah, but a lot of the Texas roads that I go on don't out here throw allegations at me. Under 75, so 70.
I don't know what roads.
I don't break
outside,
the speed limit
I know,
here.
But I'm saying like on the trips outside highways.
I see you coming in your little Prius going about 85. Don't worry, 8:57, 78 degrees out.
70 on the 75 roads. All right. Up next at 9, an update on the police search for 2 men who crashed their vehicles overnight on the city's southwest side.
And the owners, this is an amazing story. The owners of Honey Creek Spring Ranch in Comal County reaching a conservation easement agreement. Sarah Spivey's going to explain, and her and Justin give us an inside look. Really amazing stuff. You're not going to miss it.
Walking across the street lands a man in the hospital after he was hit by a car on the city's northeast side early this morning. Details on how it happened, that's coming up.
And taking a live look out at the Alamo City. It's starting to get a little warmer out there. 79 now. What does the rest of the day, what does the rest of the weekend look like? We're going to check in with Sarah Spivey in just a few moments. But it's good morning. It is 9 o'clock this Saturday. It is June 18th. Thank you so much for starting your weekend with us.
Happy Saturday.
Ooh, so summer doesn't technically start until Tuesday.
But it's started.
Yeah.
Okay. Mother Nature was like, oh, you know what? Let's get the party started in May or June.
So Sarah Spivey, in honor of Father's Day weekend, you had a good joke earlier.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Let's hear a dad joke.
Dad's grill won't be the only thing that's sizzling this weekend.
Oh, dear.
The heat, too.
Gotcha.
Yeah, got it. That was good.
I liked it.
I'm laughing so hard right now.
I can tell.
I thought it was funny, Sarah. I appreciated it.
Okay, thanks, guys. Okay, Gabby, the gal who's working our prompter, she's laughing too, so it's a fun one. Okay, so it's 78 degrees outside right now, 80 in Pleasanton, 78 in Hondo. Here's the thing, we do have some clouds out there this morning, but today's going to be a mostly sunny day, and it is going to be hot. It's going to be sizzling. Wink, wink. Temperatures, though, will probably just be shy of 100 this afternoon. 99 is the forecast high temperature in San Antonio. But as Sarah was talking about earlier, we've already had 100-degree days this weekend. This year so far. We've already had a few in May and earlier this June. So we're going to be at 99 today, 100 tomorrow for the high temperature for Father's Day and Juneteenth. So all in all, it is going to be a hot weekend. There is a measly chance for rain, though, today in some places around the KSAT 12 viewing area. I'll talk about that coming up in a bit. Sarah and Max.
Thank you, Sarah. New this morning, San Antonio police searching for two men who crashed their vehicles overnight on the city's southwest side and then ran off. So take a look. This happened around 3 a.m. This is the 100 block of Bynum near Quintana Road. Now, police on the scene telling us a man riding a motorcycle on Bynum lost control, hit a curb, and then wrecked down. That wasn't the only vehicle involved. Police also say a car traveling behind that motorcycle veered off the road, avoiding hitting the motorcyclist. Then the vehicle crashed into a detached garage. Now, investigators say both drivers ran away from the scene. So far, no injuries have been reported.
Also new this morning, San Antonio police say a man is in the hospital after he was hit by a car overnight on the city's northeast side. It happened around 2 o'clock this morning in the 4200 block of Thousand Oaks Drive near Bulverde Road. SAPD says the man was walking across Thousand Oaks when a driver hit him in the middle of the road. Police say the driver did stop to render aid and claims he did not see that man in the road. Officers gave the driver a field sobriety test. The driver was detained but not charged. That person that was hit was taken to the hospital.
In your morning headlines, U.S. Representative Liz Cheney requesting emergency funds from the Transportation Department, all in an effort to help out Yellowstone National Park in her home state of Wyoming. Now, Cheney sending a letter saying the money is needed to help with repairs following historic flooding in that area. Parts of the park could reopen next week, but other areas will likely be closed for weeks, if not months. But check out these satellite images. You can see this destruction caused by the Yellowstone River flooding. The images taken earlier this week, a vital bridge along the Gardner and Riverstone River destroyed. The flooding in Gardner Canyon so intense it even altered the Gardner River's course. Parts of Highway 89 in the area along the banks of the river, they've simply disappeared. The National Weather Service says water levels could rise again as more snowmelt is expected.
Well, happening later today, the CDC is expected to vote on whether or not to approve the Moderna and Pfizer vaccines for children at least 6 months old. Now, on Friday, the FDA officially gave its approval for emergency use for Moderna and Pfizer vaccines for the age group. It is expected the CDC director has already signed off on this recommendation.
Happening right now, San Antonio set to kick off day one of Juneteenth celebrations. Festivities today will include the annual parade.
Sam Houston High School is the staging area, and that's where we find Jonathan Cotto. Is Jonathan not there this morning? Is he ready? Okay, Jonathan Cotto, he is at Comanche Park. That's where we find him live. What's happening, Jonathan?
Hey, Sarah, that's right, at Comanche Park, number 2, just to be clear, because there's more than one, and that's where it's going to be kicking off this morning here at Comanche Park, number 2. That parade set to start at 10 o'clock, but I'm going to let Treasurer for the Juneteenth Freedom Coalition of San Antonio speak a little bit more on why we're here and what the events are going to look like. Good morning, Yvonne. Thank you so much for being with us.
Good morning. How are you?
Doing well. I'm glad we have a nice patch of cloud that's blocking the sun for us, keeping things cool. But I understand the parade's going to kick off at 10. Talk to us a little bit about what the day is going to look like.
So we're going to start the parade at 10. We'll end here at Comanche Park. The mayor will be here to actually present a presentation to Oscar Vick, who is actually the chairman of the Juneteenth Freedom Coalition. He has been doing this for over 40 years. And we just thank God for him that he continued to put forth this national event or state event so that we can commemorate Juneteenth. As we know, the emancipation took place, but those of us here in the South were not actually free till more than maybe 2.5 years after that. So it's a wonderful thing to see that now it is a federal holiday that we can all come out and celebrate our true freedom.
Absolutely, Yvonne. Now this is going to be taking off at 10 o'clock. And how long is the events here today at the park going to be taking place for?
They're going to be start at 12 noon. They'll be going until 11 p.m. tonight. They'll also be here tomorrow as well as we have other events around the city celebrating Juneteenth. And we hope that everyone will come out and celebrate with us.
Yvonne, thank you so much for being with us this morning. There you have it, folks. Juneteenth, also known as Freedom Day. It's going to be kicking off here at 10 o'clock. So if you're interested in coming out and making it out to the parade, it will be taking place at 10. So don't miss out. Also, there's going to be more stuff happening tomorrow as well. So make sure you head over to our website, KSAT.com, to keep up with the latest. Back to you in the studio. Back to Sarah.
Thank you, Jonathan. Also happening today, the city of San Antonio will host its first ever river parade for Pride. We got a sneak peek at some of the barges as crews put on their final touches.
We have a couple of dance studios that'll be performing on the floats. We have some drag queens on the floats. We have kind of a lot of balloons here and there on the floats. So lots of color, lots of excitement, a lot of music. Really will be a fun parade that'll engage the crowd.
So the Bud Light Pride River Parade and celebration kicks off this afternoon at La Viejita from noon to 5 p.m. There are two opportunities to watch this parade. It will start downtown at 4, but the parade moves to the Riverwalk Museum Reach at 7. All of the events are family friendly. We have a full list of Pride events right now on KSAT.com.
Time now 9:08, 78 degrees out.
A really awesome story by Sarah Spivey and Justin Horn, saving a precious resource exclusive to South Texas. Sarah Spivey will give us a preview in just a bit.
And speaking of Sarah, it's going to be hot out there today. 78 degrees. We're going to check in with her with her full forecast. We know a lot of stuff going on out and about in the city. We checked in with Jonathan. We have multiple parades going on, so what you need to know before you head out the door.
Just recently, the owners of Honey Creek Spring Ranch in Comal County reached a conservation easement agreement with the Nature Conservancy and Texas Parks and Wildlife.
So this means the land will be preserved forever. Sarah Spivey joining us more on this agreement and why it's so important.
Yeah, guys, so the cool thing is Honey Creek Ranch is now protected from development. It's privately owned, and the landowners entered into an agreement where this land is preserved. But the land itself is absolutely beautiful and has the only known entrance to Honey Creek Cave. So in that crucial agreement, because of that piece of land, which is home to that Honey Creek Cave, it is where that is the longest cave, and some argue one of the most important caves in the state. Here's the thing, it's not open to the public, but I, myself, and Justin Horn were able to actually check it out, swim in the cave with experienced cavers, and we're going to show you how important and fragile that ecosystem really is. Take a look. We are at Honey Creek Spring Ranch, pristine land that has just been protected by a conservation easement. The land here looks exactly as it did 200 years ago.
It's been in this family 5 to 6 generations, and it really is untouched, and it's beautiful.
It's still my favorite cave, and it's still impressive to me even after all these trips. It's still an incredibly impressive cave.
So this is our first time kind of going in something like this. Advice?
Keep your head above water where you can. Be careful, go slow. It's a 100% success record. Everybody's gone in, has come out. Okay, so we expect to continue that record today.
I don't remember exactly how many times I've been in here, but it's well over 200. This section that we're doing today is one of the most decorated parts of the cave. It's 15, 20 feet wide, over your head deep for most all of it, and there's formations that come down from the ceiling into the water, so you have to weave your way through them in a lot of places.
When you get up here, push your floaty stuff through, and then I'll give you my hand and I'll pull you through.
You did it.
There are a number of species in the cave, some aquatic, some terrestrial. There are bats in the cave. It's the longest cave in the state. It's a major discharge point for the Trinity Aquifer.
So Justin and I are 1,500
Honey Creek Cave about 80 feet below the surface.
And we've made it to this fascinating piece of this waterfall here. If you were to keep going, the cave would go on for another 20 miles.
I've enjoyed being able to explore it all these years, and I hope that future generations of cavers can also enjoy it and continue to add to its survey.
Sarah, what'd you think?
Amazing. And the water was so cool. It was beautiful to actually be in the aquifer.
We recognized how important this piece of property was. If they had decided to do the other thing, to sell it, the only people that could have afforded it would have been developers, and we might have houses right up on top of that spring, which would have diminished everything about it.
They have been some of the most incredible owners of any cave in this country.
There could hardly be anything more important to the humans living in this area than to protect our water supply. And by protecting the land over the aquifer, you're protecting the water. And while you're doing that, you're also protecting wildlife.
Just so cool that we were able to do that. Again, privately owned land there that has been put under a conservation easement. So cool to swim in the aquifer. And I want to say a special thank you to Gary, Kurt, Helen, and of course, our wonderful photojournalist, Adam Higgins, who was in there with us.
By the way, Justin is what, 6'4"?
Yeah.
And Adam's about the same height?
Yeah.
I mean, guys, we were in the cave for 3+ hours, swimming through the aquifer, seeing that beautiful, pristine land. Even got to see a Texas blind salamander. So cool. So again, we'll have that on. It is on KSAT.com right now. You can watch that video again, and we're going to have more stories about conservation efforts in Comal County, which is, of course, one of the areas where we're rapidly growing around San Antonio. So outside right now, it is 78 degrees. We do have some clouds out there. It's 80 in Pleasanton, 81 in Del Rio, 75 in Uvalde, 76 in Kerrville. Let's zoom in here to Bexar County. You can see the puffy cumulus clouds there on the satellite imagery. Generally, we're all in the upper 70s, low 80s right now, but we're just getting started warming up. We'll be near 90 at noon, and in the afternoon, it's going to be 99 degrees for the forecast high. 99 at 4, 5, and 6. And notice that I did put a 10% chance for a stray shower today. That is it, and it is not a good chance. And if you do live closer to the coast, that's where there's a better chance for some isolated showers today. Otherwise, it's just going to be hot. 100 in Devine, 99 in Seguin, 99 in New Braunfels, 100 in Hondo, 97 in Comfort, 97 in Kerrville. On the satellite and radar, big low pressure system off to our west, bringing some monsoonal rains to areas in Arizona and in New Mexico. And here's the thing, the heat high is stronger, and that heat high is going to compress the air, make it hot, not only here in San Antonio, but across the Central Plains. I've been pointing this out this morning. 99, the forecast high in Bismarck, North Dakota. It's going to be just as hot in North Dakota as it is going to be here in San Antonio, and that heat high is going to be the main weather influencer this week. Every day will be near 100, even pushing 102 by the week's end. Tomorrow is Father's Day. It's going to be hot outside, of course, for Father's Day. 75 in the morning, 90 at noon, 100 for the high temperatures, south winds at 5 to 15, and a 10% chance for a stray shower in the afternoon. But again, measly rain chances for us. Summer officially starts with the solstice early Tuesday morning, but we've already had 100-degree days this year, and will likely add on to it from a week from now. So the Saharan dust won't be much of an issue until the end of the week. I'll have a look at that Saharan dust forecast coming up the next half hour. Max and Sarah.
All right, Sarah Spivey, thank you so much. 9:18, 79 degrees out.
All right, a woman takes her dog on a walk and it turns into a whole ordeal after both are chased by an angry raccoon. It's all caught on, I love doorbell camera. We get everything now. We'll have that video after the break. All right, we're going to take you out to an accident that we're seeing on our TransGuide cameras on the far west side at US 90 at Loop 410. We see 8 units are responding right now. This camera shot, thanks to our friends at TransGuide, have turned their camera around to show 2 fire trucks are blocking off just down to 1 lane. We see 1 truck is on its side, and we don't know if the driver, the condition of the driver, if the firefighters are trying to get the driver out or what exactly caused this accident. But if you're going to be in this area, you might want to avoid it. It looks like they're going to have some significant backup with down to one lane and that traffic slowing in that area. Once we find more information on this, we'll bring you those updates on air and online.
All right, now, a story we've been talking about throughout the morning. A Florida woman out for a walk with her dog. She ended up being chased all the way home by an angry raccoon. It's all caught on camera. So this attack was caught on the doorbell cam. The woman says she first spotted the raccoon up in the trees while walking her Yorkie. She says that's when she made a run for it. Thing is, so did the raccoon right behind her. The dog and the raccoon, they were fighting as the woman tried to open the door.
No.
Once she did, she and the dog ran inside, but it didn't end. The raccoon joined her. She says she reached for something she could use to scare it. It ended up being her blinds. Animal Services came out after about an hour, and it seemed like it ended up happy because she is safe and the raccoon is in Animal Services custody.
How terrifying.
This is absurd. The raccoon followed them into the house.
Raccoons can be very aggressive, and people say, I know people might think they're cute and stuff, but
not cute.
No, don't pet them. Stay away. Give them their distance.
That's good. Life lesson, Sarah Acosta this morning. 9:23, 79 degrees out.
Okay, this caused a lot of buzz on social media. You're looking at the actor who is bringing Barbie's boyfriend to life. That's Ryan Gosling as Ken. We're gonna have a look at that new Barbie movie. Take a look at birthdays. Is this Henry Roach's son?
Yes.
Happy birthday. Hope you have the best day ever. If you have a birthday, you can post those on Lily, and she is 10 years old. Happy birthday, Lily. Hope you have a great day. Well, anyone who's ever wondered what Barbie's longtime boyfriend looked like in person, Max is giggling. We now know this is actor Ryan Gosling as Barbie's boyfriend, Ken. The publicity photo is going wild on social media. Gosling is sporting bleached blonde hair, spray tan, six-pack. I don't know if he has an earring or not. I don't know. But, I mean, it's going crazy on social media. So Margot Robbie is starring in the movie about Barbie, one of the most iconic, best-selling toys of all time. The film will feature an all-star supporting cast. Right now, the film is set to open July 21st of next year. Max, I know you're really excited about this.
So excited. I will say Ryan Gosling, great. Remember The Titans, The Big Short, and then that one movie we forget the name of. I think I'm going to pass on this one, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm all in.
I'll wait for it to come out on VHS. Time now, 9:27, 79 degrees out.
All right, our great grad series continues this morning. We're introducing you to a student from Trinity University who has some big ambitions.
Good morning and welcome back. 9:31 this Saturday. It is June 18th. Thank you so much for starting your weekend with us. There's a lot going on.
Okay, so earlier we were talking about Ryan Gosling in that Ken movie, and we couldn't think of the name of the movie.
Yes.
Crazy Stupid Love.
Yes, Steve Carell.
That's a great Ryan Gosling movie.
Great movie. And it's a great weekend if you don't have plans to stay inside.
Stay inside, watch a movie. You know, it's not a bad
It's already 80 degrees.
Yes, I mean, sounds nice, but I know that there will be a lot of people trying to enjoy some time outdoors this weekend for Father's Day weekend. And the good news is you really won't have to worry about Saharan dust all that much. Now, yesterday and the day before, we had quite a bit of Saharan dust in the air, but right now it's very, very light. And in fact, that's normal for this time of year. We will be seeing that plume return, though, by next week, so keep that in mind. Okay, outside right now, 78 degrees, south winds at about 10 miles per hour. We are warming up quickly, planning on visiting some of our local state parks around the area. Know that it's going to be near 100 degrees, whether it be Devil's River, Enchanted Rock, Government Canyon, Guadalupe River, Hill Country State Natural Area. It's just going to be close to 100 degrees just about everywhere. So we will be just shy of 100, though, in San Antonio, forecasting a high temperature of 99. If we can get to 100, it'll be our 16th 100-degree day. We'll probably be at 100 tomorrow. For Father's Day, it'll be mostly sunny. And as for rain chances, a stray shower, but it's only a measly 10% chance. I'll show you those areas that have a better rain chance coming up in just a bit. Sarah and Max.
Thank you, Sarah. Well, there's new information this morning in regards to a New York Times investigation into the deadly shooting at Robb Elementary. The reporter says he spoke with an officer who was at the scene who says he passed up a chance to shoot the gunman.
So that New York Times reporter went on to say that the officer could have taken the shot before the gunman entered the school.
But what it turns out happened outside the school before the gunman even went in was that one of the Uvalde police officers who arrived within minutes at the scene actually had a opportunity to take a shot at this gunman. And what he told a deputy sheriff from a neighboring county who I spoke to was that they were under fire at that time, and he passed up the opportunity to take that shot because he feared that that shot might go awry and hit one of the children that he said he could see behind the gunman. And so in that split-second moment where he made that decision and hesitated, the gunman went inside the school.
Now, next week, members of the Uvalde Police Department, they are set to testify before the Texas House Committee investigating the shooting. Still unclear if the police chief will be part of the hearing, but CNN reporting that Uvalde police officer Ruby Gonzalez testified. She didn't elaborate on what exactly she told the committee, and all of this was in an interview as she was leaving the hearing just yesterday.
Well, the superintendent also announced Uvalde High School will host its graduation ceremony next Friday. It will be held at Honey Bowl Stadium. The superintendent says he understands that students and parents are understandably cautious and says the district is working with local and state law enforcement to have increased presence at that ceremony. In addition, he says student participation will be optional, and those seniors who decide not to partake in the ceremony can make arrangements to pick up their diplomas.
Well, on Thursday night, the San Antonio Missions held a special game and a special auction, all raising money for the families impacted by the Uvalde shooting. And boy, were they able to raise some money. They raised more than $50,000. The baseball team wearing special maroon jerseys that were auctioned off to some generous fans, and all those donations going to the Robb School Memorial Fund, helping the victims and the families impacted.
Well, Lavaca County is the latest county to issue a burn ban to help prevent fires in our area. Bexar County is also under a burn ban. This past week, we showed you how quickly flames spread across a field on the city's south side. Fire officials say it started accidentally after sparks kicked up while someone was mowing. The dry conditions and wind helped spread that fire.
So these dry conditions hurting our crops too. In Fredericksburg, the Yansky family says the drought is the reason that they're struggling with their peach trees. Take a listen.
This intense heat constantly, I think that's keeping the peaches small, and they're not ripening either.
The family is now focusing on its retail store to help with their income. They hope the business will keep them afloat.
Well, people across the country keeping a close eye on what they're buying and how much they're spending. So we're tracking the economy, checking out all kinds of businesses, trying to monitor those prices that seem to keep going up and up.
ABC's Deidre Bolton has a story.
We price everything from funerals to nail salons.
From groceries to gas, dry cleaners to department stores. Hundreds of workers are on the move, tracking how much everything costs. GMA with exclusive access, watching in real time as our economy shifts, hitting average families hard with record high inflation.
It's interesting to see how everything interacts. Very rarely am I ever having a boring day, because it's never the same day. It's never the same place, it's never the same store, it's never the same products. So I enjoy it.
Workers like Diane Paolillo reporting back to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, helping them get a clear view of inflation in America, shaping the Consumer Price Index.
They check prices on a monthly or bi-monthly basis for items that people buy. Almost anything that you buy legally can be part of the Consumer Price Index, which is what most people think of as the inflation rate.
Diane is just like any other shopper, but she's on a price research mission.
So we're looking for children's clothing, pair of jeans, and we need a 3x3-inch knee patch.
The key to the checks? Being meticulous, not just about price, but size and materials. Diane showing us how much detail goes into checking something as simple as dental floss.
We had to see how much was in the dental floss pack, how many feet it was, inches. We're not just pricing a package, we're pricing the amount or
the size.
If you can buy it, there's a good chance it's being tracked.
Things like getting your hair cut is in the CPI. And we look at those because all of those things tell a tale with how much prices are changing.
And with budgets tighter than ever, this data can shape how a family shops.
It's not just for economists and, wonky people. Like, we all need to really know what's happening.
That's Deirdre Bolton reporting. Education is so incredibly important. The last few years have clearly not been easy for school districts across the country and across Texas. However, a local district has actually gone from one of the lowest performing school districts to one of the highest ranked. So tomorrow morning on Leading SA at 8 a.m., we are set to be joined by Southside ISD Superintendent Rolando Ramirez. We're going to be talking about this incredible 3-year turnaround the district has seen. We're going to be talking about the digital divide and the future of local education. If you have any questions you would like to ask, you can submit them right now. Just head to the Leading SA section of KSAT.com. Then join us tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. for our full conversation. Well, this weekend, there are Juneteenth celebrations across our community, including a parade happening today.
That parade kicks off in just about 20 minutes. It's where we find our Jonathan Cotto live at the staging area of Sam Houston High School. Good morning, Jonathan.
That's right. Good morning, Sarah. Good morning, Max. I am here at Sam Houston High School, where just the line of participants are already starting to get into formation and getting ready to kick off this Juneteenth parade that it's really been a celebration all weekend long, right, Linnell?
And all weekend long, Friday through Sunday, we're going to celebrate.
Now, Linnell, talk to us a little bit about the preparations for this parade and for this year's Juneteenth celebration.
Well, the preparation this year is so impactful because after being cooped up in the house for the last 2 years, people are excited about coming out, celebrating Juneteenth. Also, the fact that it's a national holiday makes this year even more significant, why people are ready. It's taken a year's preparation to get it to what it's becoming, and we want to not stop here, but grow this thing even bigger in San Antonio.
Absolutely. I just got the chills. You and I were just talking about the turnout, the participation. You can really feel the energy here this morning. Linnell, talk to me about that.
The energy is great. When I look around here, the diversity, I was sharing that when we started this thing in March, it didn't look like we were going to get very many participants. It's like, it's March already. Where are they at? Nobody's signing up. But when I look around here today, it is just amazing. People are really excited about the fact that it is a national holiday. We're commemorating the end of slavery, particularly in the South. In Texas, as we know, we didn't get the info until years later after slavery had already been abolished. So this is very impactful. When you look at families, there's children, there's people of all nationalities and races, ages, women, men. The diversity is great, and that's what celebrating freedom, justice, and liberty for all is all about.
Wonderful, Linnell. We're standing here, we're watching everyone getting into their place, getting ready for this parade to kick off. And you were mentioning that you were even running into some of the students that you used to teach. So it just shows that the community is strong. They are together, and they are definitely enjoying this Juneteenth holiday weekend and maximizing it to the most, right?
To the most. And this is great. This is how history begins, because for those who don't understand the significance, when you're part of it and you're in the thick of it, that creates those conversations where we can tell our kids why we celebrate, what the importance is, why so many people show up to take place and take part in an event like this.
That's right, Linnell. Thank you so much for being with us this morning. Folks, we're here at Sam Houston High School, where just in a couple of minutes, this parade is about to kick off at 10 o'clock this morning. It's going to end at Comanche Park number 2, and that's where all the food, the live music, the entertainment is going to be held for the remainder of the day till about midnight. So if you're interested in heading out, that's Comanche Park number 2. Of course, we're going to have more information on our website, KSAT.com. Reporting live from Sam Houston High School, Jonathan Cotto, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you, Jonathan. And for our viewers, if you want to watch the parade route is going to be on East Houston to W.W. White to Rigsby. And again, like Jonathan said, ending at Comanche Park number 2. Partying up until midnight. I hope everyone stays hydrated and cool out there.
Yeah, got to check out the park for all the food, too. Time now, 9:42, 80 degrees out.
All right, Texas Eats takes us to a special dumpling that has a unique history. We'll tell you about that in just a bit.
But first, a very impressive Trinity University grad. We're going to introduce you to him. Good jump. We're going to check in with great grads in just a bit.
got good jumps as well. All right, it's already 80 degrees. So if you're going to be out and about for the Pride Parade that starts at noon or the Juneteenth Parade that's kicking off in just 20 minutes, you're going to want to take a big hat, sunscreen, and lots of water.
Good morning and welcome back. From the Texas coastal bend to the Alamo City to the Midwestern United States, Ben Falcone has had quite the journey.
And he's not done yet. Our College Great Grad series continues this morning with a student from Trinity University who has some big ambitions. Ben Falcone walked the stage at Trinity University with an impressive resume, and he didn't have an easy path.
I've had a very topsy-turvy, up and down kind of journey. College itself is like intrinsically a very difficult thing. It's a period in life when you're transforming and changing, but having to navigate a pandemic, the geopolitical scene, and like the just changing and becoming an adult is really hard.
During his time at Trinity, the Corpus Christi native earned a degree in political science and history with a minor in Chinese. He received numerous awards and was named the 2022-2023 Diversity Fellow by the American Political Science Association. He's also conducted undergraduate research and worked with the community leaders. We spoke with his mentor. He says Ben should be seen as a role model for others.
Ben is going to be somebody who's going to be forging leaders in our community. I'm sure he will be forming leaders that are going to be incredible people who will contribute to our community and our society.
So what's next for Ben? He's now a first-year political science PhD student at The Ohio State University. He was accepted at several schools and many offered him funding for their prestigious graduate programs. But in the end, he said the decision to move to Columbus, Ohio was clear.
For The Ohio State, their program was probably the best ranked program I got into, and they provided me the strongest amount of funding. But ultimately, I didn't make my decision on either of those two factors. What made my decision was the fact that I knew I could find the best intellectual community for the research ideas and topics that I'm interested in. And I remind myself that like I'm living my dream. I'm working really hard and it's paying off.
Well, congrats there. Let's take a look at the pollen count. The allergen today, it's only mold. That's low today at 230. And even, and this is some good news, Saharan dust is not really going to be an issue this weekend or for most of next week. Temperatures outside right now, 78 in San Antonio, but it's 80 in New Braunfels, 80 in Hondo, 79 in Kerrville, 81 in Del Rio. We had a few clouds early this morning. There's still some puffy cumulus out there, but it's going to be a mostly sunny and hot day. Notice that this particular model does fire up a stray shower across the coastal bend. There is an off chance, about a 10% chance that a stray shower could happen this afternoon, but all of us are going to be experiencing the heat, and even if you're lucky and get that stray shower, it is not going to amount to much. It'll be 100 in Castroville, 99 in Seguin, 100 in Floresville, 100 in Nixon, 100 in Uvalde, 100 in Bandera, shaving off a few degrees in the hill country. It'll be 96 in Bernie, 96 in Bulverde, and 97 in Kerrville. Your KSAT 12-hour forecast going to be a warm one. We'll already be close to 90 by noon, and in the afternoon, spending temperatures in the 90s. Temperatures will be warming up to 99 for the forecast high, and there's that small 10% chance for a stray shower this afternoon. Even after sunset, it's going to stay warm but pretty pleasant. Temperatures will be falling into the low 90s by 9 p.m. Southeast winds today not as breezy as the last couple of days. We'll be looking at winds from the southeast at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. One thing that's working in our favor is even though it's humid out there right now, dew points are going to fall in the afternoon. So when it's the hottest, it will be the least humid outside. That's some good news there, so not as much of a heat index value. On the satellite and radar, we've got the tale of two stories, all right? A big low pressure system bringing some good rain across parts of the west, but here's the thing. Usually this would be encouraging for us to see this kind of weather system setting up to our west, because usually what's west comes east here to Texas, but this heat high is the dominant weather pattern. It is the stronger of the two, and it's just going to block out everything for us. So we're just going to be in for some heat over the coming days. This heat high not going anywhere. It'll be 100 tomorrow for Father's Day and Juneteenth, 101 Monday, and then during the week that heat high is actually going to build overhead. So it'll be close to 102 by Thursday and Friday with that heat high overhead. So that's not going anywhere, and it's only going to bring a 10% chance for coastal showers today and tomorrow. Otherwise, it's going to be dry in the forecast, and we do have extreme and exceptional drought out there, so that is not good news. Father's Day tomorrow, Juneteenth tomorrow, it's going to be nice but hot. We really are not going to be seeing much in the way of rain tomorrow other than a carbon copy of today's forecast, and we'll be close to 100 degrees for the high temperature. Nothing but the triple digits in our future, even as summer officially begins on Tuesday. It's going to be a long summer, guys. We've had 15 days already of triple-digit heat, and we're expecting to add on to that triple-digit tally throughout the next 7 days. Saharan dust does return, though, by Thursday and Friday. Sarah and Max.
Thank you, Sarah.
All right, time now, 9:51, 81 degrees out.
All right, we're going to take a look at TransGuide. This is another accident. This is at 410 in the northbound lanes of Ray Ellison. We see that the traffic is moving really slow there. There's a backup. We do know at least one car is involved in that accident. So if that's in your area, and this is about a mile north of that area. This is in the southbound lanes of Loop 410 and 90. That truck earlier on the side, but still down to one lane. If you're in that area, just take note that you're going to be probably having a backup there.
Dumpling back in Nepal, it's like our, I would say, taco for Mexicans, or pizza for Italians. It's same to us. Like we grew up eating this day and night. Like it's our street food. You go to big restaurants there.
I love that we're inside of an actual gas station convenience store. This is a little kitchen that's back here.
Right.
This is a big kitchen, actually. We've been in some smaller kitchens. So this is actually really cool that you have all this space. Talk to me about the different items that you have right here in front of us. There are 4 different kinds of dumplings, right?
Yes. On a street or a deep fried, we have chicken. On a steamed or juicy, we have pork. Then we have a chili veggie and a bison jol or a soup.
Oh, I love that.
So 4 different kinds.
You said these are the juicy.
Juicy is my favorite.
All right. There, get some love, get some sauce. Give me a cheers.
Cheers.
There we go. The juicy Momo dumplings. Here we go. The juicy dumplings here at Momo's house, absolutely delicious. These ones are the chicken variety, and let me tell you, the flavor on the inside is just stellar. Has lots of salty goodness in there. The seasoning, though, is the trick. It has a lot of great flavor.
All right, I'm hungry. Time now, 9:56, 81 degrees out.
We'll be right back.
One last look at the pollen count before you go. Molds are low at 2:30. That's one of the things that even though we desperately need rain, the lack of rainfall keeps the molds low. So at least there's that. And Saharan dust will stay low until Thursday and Friday of this upcoming week. Tomorrow, Father's Day, 100 degrees. It's going to be hot today, too. In fact, hot over the foreseeable future. Every single day will be close to 100, Max and Sarah. Did you know that there's only so many ways that you can say it's going to be hot outside?
Okay, give us your dad joke before we leave.
The grill won't be the only thing that's sizzling this Father's Day weekend.
Thank you, Sarah. Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. That is it. Texas Eats starts right now. We'll see you back here tomorrow, 6 a.m.
We'll see you on Sunday. Have a happy Saturday.
Sizzle.
Hey, it's David Elder, and today on Texas Eats, we're traveling around the Lone Star State looking for great restaurants you won't want to miss.
Get ready for a haunted ghost tour through 2 Texas restaurants.
We have some paranormal activity from time to time.
Any historic building in the city of San Antonio has stories to tell about its spirits or its ghosts.
Plus, we're going inside a popular East Side pizza joint in SA.
Woo! Over the top. I mean, I'm going to open this bad boy up.
And get ready for scratch-made Nepalese-style dumplings in the Alamo City.
Give them some love. There we go. Boom!
All that and more right now on a spectacular episode of Texas Eats. Our first stop on today's spooky food adventure is just north of San Antonio.
Now we're here in downtown New Braunfels to go inside of a saloon operating in a building that's been around since the 1800s. They have some reported paranormal activity, plus they're serving up some tasty food. Let's go inside the Phoenix Saloon. Joining me now is Bruce Mayer. He's the general manager out here. Thank you so much for having us.
No worries, anytime.
Now, this is a great place to come to if you're looking for a great bite in New Braunfels, but you also have some supernatural guests here, right?
We do. We have some paranormal activity from time to time. With a building this old, built in 1871 originally, there's a little bit of extra guests on occasion, to say the least.
They hung around for a while, right?
For sure. The party didn't end for those guys.
Right. Now, where's most of the activity at?
Probably in the basement, I'd have to say, for sure.
Of course it's the basement. All right. Well, let's go check it out. I got to see the basement then.
Right on. I've met a lot of mediums working here. They all come in and tell me different stories, but the last one I met actually told me that I have two followers that kind of keep an eye on me while I'm here in the building and hang out for a bit from time to time. So, all right, so down here is our basement.
Right, you got it roped off.
Yeah, we've got a small game room down here, but originally it was a saloon and a brewery in the basement when it was first opened in the late 1800s, early 1900s.
Oh yeah, it's genuinely creepy down here.
Yeah, a little bit. The vibe changes just a tad bit once you walk downstairs. So.
The basement is really creepy. I would not want to be down there by myself, especially at the end of the night when you're closing up and the only one in the building and you hear some footsteps going on. That's just not my vibe, especially since a lot of people have passed away in the building. You know there's a bunch of spirits here. Of all the activity that happens down here, what are some of the things, like noises, like people getting tapped on the shoulder? Like, what do you get down here?
We've had people say they've heard laughs from different corners of the room down here. I've been down here personally at night when nobody else is in the building and heard footsteps over my head, and there's absolutely no one in the building at all. So.
Yeah, no.
The story that I heard that scares me the most, in the basement over here, it used to be one of those places where they had tunnels where people could escape. Somebody's still there. Somebody's still there. And there's newspapers down there that are from back in the 1940s. They have talked about these figures that move through the places down there, and my son has seen them.
What's the weirdest, creepiest thing that anybody's ever reported that you know of since working here?
Personally, I've actually heard a voice before. Only in my right ear. Same situation. Buildings closed, lights are out, doors are locked, and heard "help me" clear as day. Only in my right ear, nothing in my left.
Was it a male or a female?
It was a male's voice. Yeah. Scratchy, rustic kind of voice. It was a little crazy.
Several years ago, I was in a fashion show here at the Phoenix that benefited our New Braunfels dog park. And so the girls got dressed downstairs where the tunnels begin or end or whatever. And although there was a lot of noise from the music and the Phoenix up here, everybody kept hearing like almost like a door slamming.
We've had staff tell us about dark masses passing in the distance or out of the corner of your eye, shadows on walls, things of that nature. Customers tell me that some things have been unexplained or felt something touch them and turned around and nothing was there.
You said this used to actually have a little more history than just being a game room, though,
yeah.
Right? So what was it before?
It was a brewery in the basement from when it opened in 1871 up until Prohibition. It was an illicit brewery during Prohibition, and this room was actually a speakeasy.
Definitely not a place that you would want to hang out with at night or by yourself. So we can head back upstairs, check out what you got going on in the menu, because you guys are known for chili, right?
Yes, sir. Birthplace of commercial chili powders in this building.
Let's go check it out.
Later in the show, we check out the top items coming out of the kitchen at the Phoenix Saloon.
Now, this burger right in front of me is a monstrosity.
Yes, sir.
And it has some of the chili here on the burger. Talk to me about what's going on.
Well, we've got 2 half-pound patties there, some cheese, some bacon, all the fixings, and a bit of chili on top. The side of sweet potato fries with blue cheese dipping sauce.
Ooh. This looks insane.
Now, we're checking out a popular restaurant in SA cranking out over-the-top pizza.
Now we're here on the east side of San Antonio to go inside of a local favorite serving up pizza, calzones, meatball subs, and wild desserts. Let's go inside Tank's Pizza. Joining me now is the owner out here, Michael Brown. Thank you so much for having us at the restaurant.
Man, you're welcome.
This is a spread. You know, you got pizza, calzones, desserts galore, appetizers, chicken wings. But what got you started in pizza?
Man, I worked for a pizza restaurant for about 7 years. Found the passion in it, knew I could get it done, and decided that it was the right time. So with family and friends encouraging me and coming in to taste food, make sure that it was gonna be right, I started it, man, and here we go, 10 years later.
I want to start right here with this monster though, the calzone.
Yes.
This is not your average calzone.
Not at all.
Talk to me about what's going on with this.
So when you come to Tanks, everything that you get is gonna be unique.
Yeah.
So, man, we just do it right. We saute our vegetables. We make sure that all of our meats are made in-house. Everything except for the pepperoni and the ham. But besides that, we make everything in-house. Dough is made fresh every day. Ooh. We make our own marinara fresh. All the items that you're getting right here were literally made this morning and put to plate.
All right, I'm gonna go in, and you can go in for one too here.
Man, let's go.
I'm gonna go for the dunk.
Oh man, I gotta go for the pour.
Okay,
Yeah,
cheers.
You gotta go for
the calzone. Look at this thing. That's a beast. Here we go. Oh wow. Give us a look. Woo! Over the top. I mean, I'm gonna open this bad boy up. Look at all that. Stacked. And you know what I love? The dough is still, it has a nice crisp texture to it. And even though it's loaded up, I mean, you guys really know what you're doing out here. This is a great bite. The meatball sub, you can't find them everywhere, but over here, check it out. They got it loaded up, taking the bite. Oh, baby. There's so much flavor. The meatball is super tender. The cheese is nice and melty. The marinara sauce just has the right amount of saltiness and savoriness that you want. That's a good sandwich. Talk to me about this pizza right here.
So, this is our Super Supreme. If you're talking about everything on a pizza, we literally put soul, heart, tears, recipes, religion, a little bit of everything went into this pizza. And this is the product. This is the end result.
I want to give it a bite here. It looks like everything in the kitchen sink is thrown on this bad boy.
Let's do it.
All right, cheers to you. Here we go, the Super Supreme.
Let's do it.
The cheese on there, all the toppings, it's such a good blend. It's the right portions on there as well. It's a lot of it, but not too much. And I love that about the bite. You're getting everything on there. This is just good stuff, man.
Oh yeah. Thank you very much, man.
You got TVs in here to watch sports games as well, and you gotta have chicken wings when you're watching sports.
Yes, indeed.
Different flavors out here. Which ones are these?
All right, so we have our Cajun, honey, lemon pepper. We have our garlic palm. And we have our buffalo lemon pepper. So we just call it spicy buff.
Which one are you gonna go for?
Man, I'm coming right in here.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I'm coming right in here.
I saw this one too
right
earlier.
now.
Cheers.
Yes.
I gotta try it.
Let's
All right,
do
it's
it.
a blend of flavors. Oh.
Come on. Come on.
That is just delicious.
Come on. I don't know about you, but I'm going back in.
I'm going back. I'm gonna go back in.
I'm going back in.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
The sweetness on the outside, the texture you got, the little crust that you form.
Oh yeah.
It is a great crunch, super tender on the inside. This is probably one of the top wings I've had in the city.
That's what I'm talking about.
This is delicious.
That's what on my baseball days. You see me, I was gonna wind up.
You were about to wind up.
I was about to wind up. I forgot I had the wing in my hand. I was about to wind up.
Oh,
yeah.
You see it going off that way.
No doubt about it.
This is
Oh my
phenomenal
goodness.
stuff. Y'all know how to cook wings. Gotta save room.
Got to.
For the dessert.
All right, so these are the Zeppos. This is my version of a beignet. I created it in the back of the kitchen, ran it past the guys in the kitchen, and they loved it, so we put it out on the menu. It's been a staple ever since.
Man, I'm gonna cheers you on this one, you guys. Tank's Pizza
Gotcha,
out
man.
here. It's absolutely delicious stuff. And when you're eating it, you can't forget to wash it all down. You got your house juice over here.
Yes,
you can add a little
indeed.
bit of alcohol if you want in there for the adults. The kids can drink it too.
Yes,
but this
indeed.
is where it's at.
Yeah.
I'm so glad we came here.
Man, I'm glad you came, man.
You guys are like
The
a
city
gem.
the city needs to know about this.
Yeah.
This is very good
We're gonna
food.
tell everybody we know.
Yes, indeed. I appreciate it.
Wow, this is good.
Oh yeah.
Woo! Coming up later on Texas Eats, get ready for scratch-made Nepalese-style dumplings in the Alamo City.
Give them some love. There you go. Boom.
And next on the show, get ready for a ghost tour through St. Anthony Hotel in San Antonio.
From time to time, you would smell this faint fragrance of lavender, and you'd look around all over the hotel and you couldn't find the person who smelled that way.
So don't go anywhere. Texas Eats will be right back.